All right.
I see the Saints got rid of their coach.
Yes, and we helped get rid of them.
They lost to the Panthers, I saw.
Yes, great segue there, Dad. Yes, I haven't really been able to talk about it just yet because I was going to wait until do the Panthers, well, like talking about the Panthers until after the trade deadline on Tuesday. Um, but yeah, no, it's very satisfying for sure for the Panthers to win. So we're about to start. Obviously, Chiefs at Buccaneers. No, sorry, Buccaneers at Chiefs. And my score prediction was 27-20 Chiefs. I think it's going to be a closer game. I do think that the defense for Tampa Bay hasn't been the best, especially with a lot of injuries. So it'll be interesting to see how Mahomes, especially who hasn't had the best season so far, can go against them. Kickoff's underway, and it looks like it's going to be a touchback. Yep, so first down 10 from the 30-yard line for the Chiefs. And for some reason, hold up a second. Again. Capture device. Add source. Add source. Hold up a second. I did start it. Guess I gotta force quit and start over again. It's being difficult. There we go. Finally. All right, now we're back. All right, so first down 10 from the 40-yard line. Sorry about that. Patrick Mahomes under center with Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, drops back a pass, getting a little bit of pressure, throws across the middle, and it's going to be caught by Travis Kelce up to the 48-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First down 10, 13:07. Let's go in the first quarter. Okay, good. First down 10 from the 49, actually. Patrick Mahomes under center with Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Going to be a toss to Kareem Hunt on the left side. And it's going to get to about the 47-yard line. Gain of about 2. Second down 8. 12:32 remaining in the first quarter. Second down 8. Shotgun formation for Patrick Mahomes with Carson Steele to his left. Going to send Worthy in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff, and it's going to get up to about the 42-yard line. So it makes it about third down and 3. Third and manageable, 11:54 remaining in the first quarter. All right, third down and 3. Patrick Mahomes is going to be in a shotgun with, looks like Samaje Perine to his right. We're going to send Xavier Worthy in motion over to the left. Drops back a pass, and he's got some time throws. It's going to be caught by Travis Kelce up to 35. Going to get down to about the 32-yard line. First down, 10 for the Chiefs. Again, on third down, finding Travis Kelce. Well, they'll show every now and then, especially if he makes a play. First down, 10, formation 33. Pass runs in a shotgun formation. Drops back and pass. Has got time. Got plenty of time. Takes a shot, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. No, actually going to make him caught at about the 2 or the 1 yard line for Worthy. Try to backpedal into the end zone, but apparently stepped out of bounds. 10:35 remaining in the first quarter. First and goal. Where's that at? Oh, to my right there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he's definitely out.
Yep, did he?
Incomplete pass. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, because he stepped out.
Yeah.
So he didn't step in before he.
Yeah, because this is back foot landed out of bounds.
I'm talking about. That's why I say that one is a good completed catch.
No. Yeah. All right, second down 10, 10:42 remaining in the first quarter. Very, very injured Buccaneers defense. See if they can bend but don't break. Mahomes in the shotgun sends going to be a screen, actually not a screen, going to be a quick throw out to number 8. Devontae Hopkins, new addition. Gains about 2, make it third down and 8. All right, third down and 8 from the 32-yard line. Patrick Holmes in a shotgun formation with Samaje Perine to his right. Going to send Worthy motion, and back out. Drops back to pass. He's got time. He's got all day to throw. He's going to scramble and then gets absolutely sacked by Vita Vea. Back at about the 42-yard line. Loss of about 10. It'll be fourth down and forever. They might punt this ball away because they might give Vita Vea. Now, they might give Harrison Butker the option, but drops back really far. And, yeah, second about the 41. Fourth and 18, and looking like they are going to try for a field goal. No, they're going to punt this ball away, sorry. Matt arrives on to punt this ball away. Gets it off cleanly, and it's going to be fair caught at about the 5 and the 6 yard line. First down 10 for the Buccaneers. So great stop by the Buccaneers defense there. Limits Kansas City. Got lucky with that out of balance by Xavier Worthy, but still. 9:16 remaining in the first quarter, and we are going to commercial break. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. There we go. All right, there we go. I was like, why is it doing that? Check and see something. Oh, make sure we're all good. Says we're live. Says everything's all good. All right, it's a first down 10 from the 6-yard line. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. Let's see, K Dot in motion. Going to be a throw out to K Dot, and he's got some blockers up to the 10, up to about the 15-yard line. Gain of 9 there. Second down and 1. All right, it says we're live. If this says we're live, then we're live. Just make sure. All right, second down and 1. 8:48 remaining in the first quarter. Shotgun formation from Baker Mayfield with looks like Rasheed White right to his left. Drops back a pass, and it's going to be a screen to Rasheed Wright, who is going to get some blockers up to the 20, up to about the 25-yard line when they mark him down. First down 10 for the Buccaneers. All right, so first down and 10 from about the 25-yard line. 8:04 remaining in the first quarter. Baker Mayfield under center with, looks like Bucky Irvin in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to him. He's going to cut back, cut again, and gain about 3 yards there. Great job by him. Ain't nothing really was there, but great cut by Bucky Irvin. So going to be a second down 8. Gave him a yard, 2 yards. All right, second down 8 from the 29-yard line. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. Going to say K-Dot in the motion over to the right. Drops back a pass. He's got time. Throws, and it's going to be almost picked off by Reed. Baker got a little bit greedy there, and Reed almost made it pay. But unfortunately, it's going to be third down 8, 7:08 remaining in the first quarter. All right, so third down 8. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. Drops back a pass. Has got some time. Throws is tipped up, and unfortunately, is going to fall incomplete. So fourth down 8, going to punt this ball away. It was blocked by Karloftis, third year player. All right, so Trenton Gill on the punt this ball away. Gets it off Cleveland. It's going to be returned that's a nice punt. It'll be returned about the 15-yard line. Slips. Gets it to 20. Going to try to get up to the right, get up to 25 to 30, up to 35 40. 45 out about the 47-yard line. Make sure there's no flags, though, but oh, that's not good. Miko Harmon's down on the ground. The returner, Miko Harmon's down on the ground on the sideline, trying to take his helmet off. I think he got hit pretty bad. And it looks like we're going to go to commercial break, but we come back, it'll be first down 10 about the 47 for the Chiefs. Let's see here. Mm-hmm.
Hardman.
Yeah, Miko Harmon from Georgia. I'll figure out what is going
Land on his shoulder pretty hard.
on. Yep. All right. Well, first down 10 from the 45-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun with Xavier Worthy to his right. Drop back to pass. Fakes the shovel pass. Throws out to DeAndre Hopkins, who's going to gain about 8. So it's going to be second down and about 2. Trying to figure out why it's. I don't know. All right, second down 2. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Kareem Hunt to his right. Going to be a throw out 2. Is that DeAndre Hopkins? Yes, it is to the 29-yard line. First down 10 for the Chiefs again. 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. First down 10 from the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Kareem Hunt to his right. Going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle of the field, get up to about the 27-yard line, so again about 3. Second down 7. Let's make sure my thing's okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay. I can't hear anything, so I'm good. Okay. Listen, I'm just checking, make sure the last room's okay. All right. So nice screen by Patrick Mahomes there. Gets the first down. So 4:32 remaining in the first quarter. First down 10 from the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes under center with Samaje Perine in the backfield. Going to be a toss to Perine, who's going to toss it to Xavier Worthy. Patrick Mahomes can't quite get a block, and unfortunately kind of gets in the way. The loss of a lot, going to get all the way back to the 30-yard line, loss of 10. So second down and 20 with 4:11 left to go in the first quarter. Bad decision by the Chiefs there. Yaya Diaby with the tackle there. Unfortunately, I don't know why you are putting Patrick Mahomes in that situation, trying to block Diaby, but that's not a good situation to be in. All right, so from 30, second down 20. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Carson Steele to his left, drops back to pass, and is running out of time, but throws across the middle. It's going to be caught by DeAndre Hopkins, who's going to be dragged down at about the 26-yard line, so gain of 4. So third and about 16 for the Chiefs. All right, third down 16. P. Ron's going to come back to help Patrick Mahomes block. Well, he's pretty good at blocking. To the right, Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass, and it's going to be actually a screen to P. Ron. He's got some blockers in front of him, up to about the 22-yard line. So it's going to be about a 40-yard field goal for Harrison Butker. All right, Harrison Butker on to kick a 40-yard attempt, be the first points of the game. Kick is up, and kick is going to be good right down the middle. So it'll be 3-0 for the Chiefs. 2:16 remaining in the first quarter. Going to go to commercial break. Lou. Ooh. Is that what's wrong? Mm, I think that's all good. All right, we're good. Still a commercial break. They're showing the backup commercials. I kind of like those progressive backup commercials. But 3-0, Chiefs, like I said, are able to move the ball at least. That first drive, unfortunately, got to get that 10-yard sack, pushing him out of field goal range. This one was like a 40-yarder, so Harrison Butker can't. He got it, but he should have gotten it pretty easily. I'm hoping the Bucs can actually get something going. I mean, like I said, I had a score prediction of 27-20. So I think that both the Chiefs, who've been kind of struggling on offense, could probably get get 8 turnover or so, set up pretty good for the Buccaneers. But right now, it's looking all of them. I was like, what is this? Rams Dolphins is what game? Is it next? Is that the next Monday night? Oh my goodness! I think that could be a good offensive game for sure. I mean, Tua's back. He looked pretty good against the Buffalo Bills defense. The Rams secondary is not that good. Like their defensive line is really good, so I think that'll be hard for them. The Dolphins to be able to run the ball, but their secondary is absolute trash. Kickoff's underway, and it's going to be for a touchback. So first down 10 from the 30-yard line for the Buccaneers. All right, it's first down 10. Baker Mayfield under center with Bucky Irvin in the backfield. Two tight ends set to the left. Going to be hand of Bucky Irvin, who's going to try the left side and gets absolutely nothing. Stood up at the line of the gain, so it's going to be second down and 10. Second down and 10 from 30. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation with Bucky Irvin to his right. Going to be hand to Bucky Irvin, who's going to try the middle of the field and gets about 3.5. They might give him about 4. So it's going to be third down and 6 for the Buccaneers at about the 34-yard line. 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. All right, so Baker Mayfield on the shotgun formation. Going to drop back to pass. He's getting some pressure already. He's going to kind of scramble to his right, and is going to be sacked by Karlaftis, but there is a flag. Let's see what the flag is. Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, it might be a defensive holding because there wasn't a flag in the backfield. So I have to guess it's probably going to be a first down for the Buccaneers. Yep. Connor with the hold there. So first down 10 for the Buccaneers. 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Where's the hold? They must have got the wrong number because that was not a hold. So first down 10 from the 39-yard line. Baker Mayfield going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin. He's going to try the right side and gets about to the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 3. Second down 7. And it'll probably be the last play of the first quarter. 15 seconds remaining, and it's still 3-0. So he's still going to feel good if you're the Buccaneers, but you got to get something going on this drive. And we'll commence to go into commercial break. Mm. All right, second down 7. Start of the second quarter. Baker Mayfield going to be in a pistol, and it's going to be a delay game, or unless they call a timeout. Yep, delay game looks like it. So it's making second down and coming out. Yeah, it's mainly just I guess just like because like he kept on trying to get K Dot to move over, so just miscommunication for sure. Okay, so they called a McDuffie. Okay, so that makes a little more sense why they called a hold. All right, so second down 12 from the 37-yard line. Baker Mayfield drops back to pass. A little bit of a PA boot. It's going to throw it to K. Dot, who's going to get up to about what was it, the 45-yard line, looks like. Oh, well, they're going to mark it all the way to the 40. Okay, well, they're going to a good spot all the way to the 48-yard line. So he's second. It'll be third down and 1. 14:49 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, so Miko Harmon, after that, like I said, had a really great punt return. So he was kind of questionable to return. Um, yeah, so he got felt kind of hard. So third down and 1. Baker Mayfield on her center. Looks like is that Rashad White in the backfield. That's in 17 in motion. Going to actually handle 17. He's going to get up to the right side. It goes to the 45, up to the 40 to the 35, and all the way out to the 31-yard line. Great run by number 17 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First down 10. That's the that's right. That's Shepard, Sterling Shepard, teammate of Baker Mayfield back in Oklahoma's days. I think back in 2016, if I remember correctly. And that was the year that Oklahoma beat us in the Sugar Bowl with Joe Mixon as a running back. First down 10 from 34-yard line, the 33-yard line. Sorry, Baker Mayfield on the center. Going to be a play action pass. Going to screen back to Bucky Irvin, who sidesteps another man, gets him to the 30, and down to about the 29, 28-yard line. Great game by Bucky Irvin there. Gained about 4 or 5. Looks like they're going to give him 5. Second down and 5. All right, second down 5. 13:22 remaining in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield under center from the 29-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin, who's going to get up to the middle. Going to get the first down to about the 21-yard line. First down 10 for the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers are moving the ball through Bucky Irvin. All right, it's first down 10 from about the 21-yard line. 21-yard line. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation. Going to send K. Dot into motion. Going to be a toss out to K. Dot, who's going to get up to about the 19-yard line. Gain of about 2 there. Second down 8. All right, second down 8. 11:55 remaining in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation. Going to draw back a pass and is going to throw to Bucky Irvin, who is going to be wrapped up and tackled for a 1-yard loss. Third down 9. Justin Reed's all over the place tonight, having a really great game. All right, it's third down 9 from the 20-yard line. 11:13 left to go in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. Going to drop back to pass. Is getting pressure. Going to throw, and it's going to be wide open, really. It's going to be Sterling Shepard up to about the 8 to maybe the 7-yard line. Absolutely cooks Cook. It's a first and goal for the Buccaneers. Oh, what's up, Dobie? Yeah, great win by the Panthers yesterday. Absolutely. I'm going to talk a little more about that at the halftime. And then, of course, tomorrow when the trade deadline is over, I'll be actually releasing a video. So first and goal, going to be a handoff to actually toss out to Rachaad White, who is going to basically walk into the end zone. Touchdown for the Buccaneers, 6-3. With extra point, make it 7-3. 10:23 left to go in the second quarter. I mean, Buccaneers, like I said, able to recover after kind of a bad start to the game. Chiefs make it back down and kick the field goal, but unfortunately, they're behind the 8 ball with the Buccaneers scoring here. I mean, like Tristan Wirfs, who's obviously going to be once Trent Williams retires, he's going to be the top left tackle in the league. He already has kind of a case for it right now, just how young he is. But outstanding block by him, setting the edge, and then also pulling around, making it way easier for Rachaad White to basically walk into the end zone. Edge points up and good, so 7-3 for the Buccaneers. Yeah, no, this is saying like the deadline is coming up. This I think it's either 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow. And so that'll be interesting to see. I don't think there's going to be a lot of movement. I think there might be some dump offs of contracts. Like I kind of expect the Panthers to kind of trade Miles Sanders, mainly because we got Jordan Brooks coming back, Jonathan Brooks coming off of IR. He looks like he's healthy. He's been practicing a lot more, and he's going to take that running back 2 role. And this way we can kind of take Miles Sanders off the books. I don't know how much we'd get for him. Probably only like a 6 because no one's really going to be taking that kind of contract. So probably get him. And then if I had to guess, the other one should be obvious is Adam Thielen. He's 34 years old. He's a really good locker room guy, but we're going to be in a little bit of a rebuild, so it's better if he goes to a contender. A lot of people are talking about the Steelers right now, who desperately need a wide receiver number 2. because Van Jefferson's good, but it'll be better if they had like a little bit more of a receiving room. But to me, I don't think it's going to be the Steelers, mainly because the way that um, Russell Wilson runs an offense is not really through like the middle of the field, which is something that Adam Thielen really excels at. So to me, and based off of Jerry Jones's remarks, which take it with a grain of salt, could mean that the Cowboys are like, well, we need to get number two, and they could get Adam Thielen to kind of fill in that role. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be to the Cowboys, but something about that makes me feel like, is he actually feeling the pressure of actually going all in? Because he did not go all in this past off season, and they're in a bad situation. So would they be in a bad enough situation to trade for an aging veteran wide receiver that is good? Like Adam Thielen's really good, but where I really don't think that the Cowboys are going to do anything this year for the remaining of the year because they have not been good. They're 3-5. Their wins are not against really good opponents, and their defense is absolute trash. And you can't just magically fix that halfway through the season. Like I don't think you can do that. Max Crosby was signing jerseys pregame in Cincy. Really, he never does that. I wonder if a contender grabs him up tomorrow. That is like, see, Max Crosby is the one I could see being moved on from. Myles Garrett, I don't think that the Browns are actually going to let him go. That's too much of an impact. But the Raiders are truly going to go into a rebuild this offseason, which honestly, they're probably going to take a quarterback with their draft. So I could see that happening. If Max Crosby somehow makes it back to Detroit, like I feel really good about my Super Bowl pick, which was the Detroit Lions, mainly because I feel Detroit can still make the playoff, still make the conference championship with their defense like the way that it is. But if they're able to get a pass rusher like people are talking about Zadarius Smith, or in this case Max Crosby, it'll be absolutely outstanding. Patrick Mahomes is going to drop back the pass and he's got all day to throw. He's going to lob it basically to Travis Kelce and going to be for a 2-yard loss. So second down and 12. I think they were trying to take a deep shot, but nothing was open there. McCollum is able to tackle Kelce for a 2-yard loss. So second down, 12, 10:01 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it is, and I know you're gonna be upset because you're a Bears fan, but I truly do think that the Lions are the team to beat this season. Gonna be a throw out to Noah Gray, who's gonna get the first down. Great job by him. First down to about the 40-yard line, somewhere there. I think the Bears are still, unfortunately, one more year away. You got to get rid of Eberflus. You got to get somebody better than him, and also Shane Waldron, that's for sure. So you're obviously going to go over after an offensive-minded guy. Talk about that in a little bit more. So first down 10 for the 41. Going to be handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the left side and going to gain. I think he's about going to get about 1 or 2 yards there. Second down 8. I have bigger things to be upset about before I even think about rivals. I can understand that. Like I said, I think your defense has pieces. Your offense has pieces. You just got to try to piece everything together. There's a lot of people who are saying Cliff Kingsbury because he worked with Caleb Williams. That would be interesting, but I don't know if that's really a Chicago hire. Second down 7. Patrick Mahomes is going to try to escape the pressure. Going to throw. Oh, actually, no, he's going to get sacked. Vita Vea is grabbing a hold of him, and he's going to get sacked for about a 2-yard loss. Vita Vea, absolutely. No, not Vita Vea. That was Nelson had him lined up. And that is Diaby who's got down on the ground. Yaya Diaby. Let's see what happened here. He's on William Morris, and I think just the weight of William Morris going down on him is what hurt him to see. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of, like, why he's on the ground. And looks like they're going to go to commercial break because of it. But it's going to, when we come back, it's going to be third down and about 9, third about 10. But hopefully Yaya Diaby's okay. Let's see here. It's in the trenches. They need to fix both lines. Yeah. Montez was out and the defense was a shell of his former self. I agree. Um, I think Austin Booker has potential, but he's a developmental guy. I really do think that there's potential that in this edge class you can take him. You can honestly take an edge with the second round pick that you have from us because it'll more than likely be higher than ours. And then, like I said, there it's like I'm doing evaluations right now. There's like 6 edge rushers that I would take in the first round right now, and a lot of them are going to like a good bit of them might fall in the second round. So you have an opportunity getting a really good edge rusher, but it also depends on what coach you bring in. So I'm not trying to push anybody in there in that spot just yet. But your offensive line desperately needs help, and you're probably going to go through the draft because free agency there's a couple, but I don't know if there's going to be enough to really be impactful. Like we spent a lot of money at both guard positions, and it's worked out beautifully for us. Damian Lewis has been really good. Robert Hunt has been amazing. So I think there's a chance that you can possibly try to rebuild a little bit, but for the most part, it's going to be through the draft. And I feel like first round pick, probably offensive line. Ben Johnson or bust for the Bears for me. That would be hilarious if you able to keep him in because speaking of Ben Johnson, there have been a lot of Saints fans that are like, "Oh, we can get Ben Johnson." I'm like, no. I was like, if Ben Johnson was not coming to the Panthers, if Ben Johnson was not going to the Commanders, he is not going to go to the Saints. He's not putting himself in a situation where he's already going to be compared to Sean Payton, who was able to win a Super Bowl, who was able to go to a couple of different conference championship games. You're probably not going to be able to overshadow this. Plus, also the next 2 years for the Saints, really, they should be trying to tank. Not really should be trying to tank. I don't want to say that, but they're in such a bad spot financially that it'll be beneficial if they're able to acquire assets through the draft and actually able to hit on the draft. Because one of the things that's been talked about for forever is, oh, well, the cap, they've been trying to manipulate the cap, which they have. But they also have been absolutely awful at drafting, outside of Olave. Third down and 10 from the 41-yard line for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun, going to drop back to pass. Is getting a little bit of pressure. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught by Noah Gray up to the 40-yard line. First down and 10 for the Chiefs. 8:09 left to go in the second quarter. Chiefs are running, matriculating on down the field. Goodness gracious. People in Chicago will blow a gasket if they don't get O-line with that first pick. Saints are terrible. The Saints are absolutely terrible. It's funny because of course the Panthers aren't good, but because we basically ended their season, they're pretty much just going after okay, how high can we get our pick? Because right now I think they're at third. First down 10. Patrick Mahomes is going to be a little bit short pass. Going to go to Travis Kelce, who's not going to gain that much. Depends on where they mark him. Probably going to give him about 2. Let's see here. Number 43 applying the pressure on Patrick Mahomes there. That's Braswell, rookie out of Alabama. Like him coming out. I think he's done pretty good for the Buccaneers. Sometimes gets out of position. So actually going to give him 3 yards there for Travis Kelce. Second down 7. 7:05 to go in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes with Carson still to his left. Going to be a quick screen out to Worthy, who's going to get absolutely stonewalled by Levante David. So it's going to be third down and 7. 6:49 remaining in the second quarter. I'm trying to remember what I said. Yeah, so I'm trying to think wherever the Bears will be. You could get Tyler Booker, who I think would be probably the best bet for you. Gets good interior pass protector, because for Caleb Williams to succeed, you really need to make sure that your interior does not allow any kind of inside pressure. And then you can potentially take a tackle in free agency. Third down and 8. Patrick Mahomes is going to almost get sacked. Throws across the middle, and it's going to be, oh my gosh, that was caught by DeAndre Hopkins all the way down to the 3-yard line. That's why you get him. Like I said, DeAndre Hopkins makes catches like that all the time. That's the reason why you trade for him, why you got him from Tennessee, is for plays like that, and something that you desperately needed. Like I said, he's not the fastest, nor is he the biggest guy, but he knows how to position himself for the catch, and he has one of the. I think he still has one of the biggest hands ever recorded in the NFL. Like he has absolutely massive mitts. So first and goal, Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Kareem Hunt to his right. Going to be hand to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle and going to get stonewalled. And he's fighting for extra yards. I thought he was down, but apparently he wasn't. So he gets down to the 1 yard line. Second and goal from the one. I mean, absolutely outstanding catch by DeAndre Hopkins. They're showing it again. Like I said, just in between both defenders, both hands up. It's a thing of beauty. 5:05 remaining in the second quarter. Clock is winding down. Chiefs at the 1 yard line. Second and goal. Mahomes under center. Actually, they marked him down at the 3. Okay, so that makes sense. Going to be Hannah's Kareem Hunt is going to try the middle and is going to get down to about the I think about the 1 yard line. Third and goal from the 1. Let's see here. Bucs had some bad luck with injuries last week. Absolutely. The last 2 weeks, really, because you had oh wait, no, was that last week? I'm trying to remember if the Falcons game wasn't last week. I don't think. It might be. Hold a second. Third and goal from the 1 yard line. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation. Actually going to kick Kareem Hunt out. Drops back to pass, throws across middle. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be DeAndre Hopkins with the touchdown. That's going to be 9-7 for the Chiefs. 4:05 remaining in the second quarter. On for the extra point to make this a 3-point game. I mean, just like I said, great route by DeAndre Hopkins. Gets himself open. A 70-yard drive, 6:18 off the clock. I'm trying to remember if that was it really last week? Because I thought they had a bye in between, but no, because they played the Falcons. That's right. So they played the Ravens, and then they played the Falcons last week. So it was 2 weeks ago when obviously Mike Evans had his hamstring problem. Kick extra points up, and it is good. So it'll be 10 to so it's going to be 10-7 with 4:05 remaining in the second quarter. Mike Evans, obviously, I think he's out for 4 weeks. I think he was put on IR, but he's a possibility to come back. But Chris Godwin being out, I mean, that's like I said, the Bucs have had a very, very hard time, especially with a lot of the injuries they've had. They've had a lot of injuries on defense. Some of them are coming back, and obviously injuries on offense. So, like I said, I still think it's their ceiling is like 9-8. Kind of what I predicted, but I unfortunately think that because they have a little bit of a harder schedule coming up, that they might falter a little bit more even from there because of those injuries. Are just it's going to be really hard for the Buccaneers to succeed. Bears need a real left tackle. They need to stop these low round players at left tackle. I like I said, I can understand that. I'm just wondering, do you want to take the pick of the litter? If the Bears succeed enough to be like 8-9, like what I predicted, if you're 8-9 at the end of the season, you're gonna be like pick 16, pick 15, just kind of depending, and that's a perfect spot to take Tyler Booker, who I think is going to be a really good interior. But I agree. It just depends on if the Bears are able to trade up. Obviously, like you said, you have the second round pick. I wouldn't do so because I think that second round pick you can use and get an edge rusher. But if there is a left tackle in free agency, and like I said, you have the money, then I would pursue that. Because I just don't feel like I don't feel like you're going to lose enough games to be in position to take one of the top 3 tackles. So I feel pretty confident that Will Campbell should be honestly, it might be the first overall pick. Depends on how the Patriots do. Kevin Banks, even though obviously he's had problems, is still should be a top 10 pick. And then, like I said, it depends on where you fall. Maybe the tackle out of Minnesota. I can't remember his name. I always butcher his name, but he could potentially be a high riser. Especially depends on how the combine goes. Like I said, could you take a tackle and it work out? Maybe, but I feel better about getting an interior and then getting a veteran tackle that can benefit your offense. But Mike Evans probably still hit 1,000 yards somehow. Honestly, probably so. I mean, like when he comes back, he's going to be the for sure number one, and they're going to be feeding him the ball. So, like I said, after this kick. Let me check and see what his yards are right now. Going to be a touchback. So first down 10 from 30. So let me check and see. Yeah, no, it's honestly a very deep draft for both sides. Let's see, Mike Evans, his stats for this year. He has. Will show me. He has probably like 500, right? No, only 335. It depends on when he comes back. If he comes back with 7 games remaining, I think he can honestly make it. Even with 8 games, possibly if he has a pretty good game to come back on. But first down 10 from the 20-yard line because of the way that it was returned. Bucky Irvin's going to take the ball, get about 4 yards there. So second down and 6. 3:57 remaining in the second quarter. Um, if that's true about the draft, it should help the entire league play better with better lines. Honestly, yes. As long as all of them work out, but I feel really confident about the defensive line draft, like both defensive tackles and edge rushers. Like, defensive tackle is a good 4 to 5 deep. Edge is about 6 deep for sure. I feel that, like I said, that I feel really confident that are going to do well in this in the NFL. Second down 7. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation going to be a PA. Oh wow! Immediately into the backfield is going to be Karloftis, who has been very very impactful in this game so far. Gets the inside leverage on was it Otten that was trying to block him, or was that no? It was Goddard, not Goddard, but got it. No, it was. What? Hold up a second. Why are people doing that so much where they're forcing the tight end to have to block the edge rusher, especially when the edge rusher is really good? Like Karlaftis is a really good edge rusher. I still don't understand why people do that. Third down 10 from the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen out to Rachaad White, who's not going to get that much room. Going to get to about the 25-yard line, maybe the 26, depends on where they spot him. But it's going to be fourth down for the Buccaneers. Going to punt this ball away with 2:30 left to go in the second quarter. Let's see here. The league needs to play better from offensive lines across the league. Absolutely. I think you see examples of some of the best offenses in the league. Obviously, have some of the best offensive lines. The rare exception is kind of the Ravens. They have good pieces, but they don't have a good overall offensive line. And I think that they'll probably go in the draft, maybe going after offensive line maybe with that first or second pick. Um, but obviously, Eagles have a really good offensive line. The Detroit Lions, like I said, they have a great offensive line. The Rams would have, and they still have good pieces if they didn't get injured. But they're still like you have to have good offensive line play in order for your run game to be consistent and for your quarterback to be protected and not have to start looking down and be worried about the pressure. Because that's the reason why I'm saying if I'm the Bears, yes, it might suck to be like, oh well, we need to take a tackle, and if there's tackle available that is really good, then I would take them. But I feel really confident if you take a interior lineman like Tyler Booker, who I feel really confident is going to work on the NFL. I think that's going to be the best option to make sure that you have a really clean pocket for Caleb Williams. But like I said, it also depends on whoever you hire as head coach, because I really don't feel like Eberflus is going to be the guy going into next season unless something drastic happens. There's been a lot of questionable decisions by Eberflus. On offense, Luke Gesty is absolutely gone. Like he is not coming back because I really feel like when Eberflus gets fired, it's going to be an offensive minded head coach to be the best of Caleb Williams because he is your future. Like I said, I don't think you'll get Ben Johnson, but it's a better, like I said earlier, it's a better bet for Ben Johnson to go to the Bears than it is for him to go to the Saints. Um, yeah, absolutely starts in the trenches. Because, like, I mean, like, here's the thing. For the Panthers, we could be so much better on defense if Derrick Brown wasn't hurt. Because that's the thing that ticks me off, is that people are, like, not taking that into consideration. For a lot of times, like, oh, the Panthers are just bad. Yeah, we're bad, but injuries at very key positions have destroyed any kind of potential at defense. DJ Wanham's finally trying to come back from injury. He had a very, very bad injury scare. Hopefully he comes in and does something on edge because we desperately need edge. Because outside of him, it's like what Charles Harris, who hasn't really been impactful for 2 or 3 years now. Ashawn Robinson, who's a good run defender but doesn't provide anything like pass rush wise. And so outside of that, we don't really have anybody. Oh, Mika Hard's back out there. That's good for him. So we don't really have anybody to impact the interior pressure outside of either undrafted guys, 6th-round picks, or like people that you could probably find in a practice squad. Punt gets away, but almost gets blocked. It's going to be returned, and it's going to be out to the 20, up to the 15. No, actually going to stop about the 17-yard line. So first down 10 for the 17-yard line, 147 remaining in the second quarter for the Chiefs. They have each team has all 3 timeouts. But losing Derrick Brown and losing Shaq Thompson forces young players to play, which is not the worst thing in the world because Trevor Wallace has shown flashes. He's a young guy who's going to be a guy who's going to be learning from Shaq. But unfortunately, because Shaq's been hurt, he's been forced in there. He's shown flashes that I'm very excited for. I'm really excited for this whole entire rookie class for us. But losing Derrick Brown, hugely impactful for the Panthers defense. On offensive line, losing Austin Corbett. Thankfully, we had Brady Christensen, but like that's a huge impact on our offensive line as well. First down 10, Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass, and is going to shovel it basically to Samaje Perine, who's going to get the first down up to about the 27-yard line. 1:30 remaining in the second quarter. I'll answer that once we get done with this next play. First down 10, 1:32 remaining in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and is getting a little bit of pressure, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Xavier Worthy, but incomplete pass. Second down and 10, 1:24 left to go in the second quarter. I knew it would be a rough year starting over at QB, but I wanted Eberflus fired last year. A lot of people did. We always pair a first-round pick with the lame duck coach. They have been doing that for the last 20 years. Yeah, they did with John Fox was hired. You had Mitch Trubisky, and then you had you had Matt Nagy come in for him. Same thing happened with Justin Fields, and then you had Eberflus to come in after that. Patrick Mahomes is going to scramble and is going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. He didn't get past the line of scrimmage, and they're saying that he was trying to throw to DeAndre Hopkins, so not intentional grounding. But it will be third down 10 with 1:18 remaining in the second quarter. But yeah, like I said, they've done it in the past, and it's a problem, like franchise-wise. It's a problem with that for franchise-wise. Same thing with the Panthers as far as like getting a head coach and a GM on the same exact page, coming in at the same exact time. Canales and Dan Morgan are the first time in Panthers history that we've had a GM and a head coach come at the same time outside of the first time we ever were a franchise. Great throw to Travis Kelce. Gets him to the 47-yard line. First down 10. 1:10 left to go in the second quarter. I think the Chiefs just call a timeout. Because clock is stopped. Yeah. So timeout by the Chiefs. 1:10 remaining. It's going to be in good field position all the way up to, like I said, the 47-yard line. Finds Travis Kelce in the middle of the field. Well, not really the middle of the field, but right at the numbers. But yeah, like if the Bears were smart, they would go after a really offensive-minded head coach. Like I said, Ben Johnson, the obvious, is like the headliner that people are talking about. Would you want to give Cliff Kingsbury another chance? I don't know, but he worked with Caleb Williams at USC, so like he would know what to do, know what not to do. Which I think would be another good offensive minded. Um, I can't think of one on top of my head, but it'll come to me in a little bit. Let's see. 2003, they drafted Rex Grossman with Dick Horan. 2004, Lovie Smith is hired. At least it worked out getting a coach, but not with the Bears' current chairman. Yeah, like I said, Lovie Smith. I think. Ooh, I kind of feel like Lovie Smith with a no, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say kind of Todd Bowles in that way of like sometimes Todd Bowles gets blamed for being a lame kind of coach. I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but like the fact that Lovie Smith was fired for having a 10-6 record is kind of ridiculous. But he had middling years going, like keep on going for the Bears, and then they decided to go in a different direction, but it did not work out. Same as the kind of ordeal happened with Jim Caldwell as well at the Colts. They were having some middling years. Then he had the really bad year. Of course, he had the when Peyton Manning got hurt, and they basically went like I think they went 1-15. No, they go one. They went 2-14. The suck for luck year. Um, it's a common thread, but it is interesting the fact that Lovie Smith basically um, helped not only the Texans but also the Bears by beating the Colts. It's the way things have played out. Lovie Smith should get a statue for both the Bears and the Texans if both quarterbacks work out. Just saying. So, first down 10 for the 48-yard line, sorry. Patrick was taking a deep shot and is going to go for it, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Noah Gray, but just a tad overthrown. Second down 10, 103 remaining in the second quarter. Okay, I think I read all the chats, but I thought I was going to come up with the offensive coordinator that I think would do well with um, Caleb Williams. Kubiak could be one to get him out of the Saints organization. Unless he gets, I don't know, he wouldn't get hired, I don't think. The head coach would be the Saints. Second down 10. Patrick Mahomes is going to be dumping it off to Travis Kelce, who gets up to about the 45-yard line, but fumbles, and it's going to be recovered by the Buccaneers. That's covered by the Buccaneers. Oh my gosh. At the 45-yard line. Got it taken away. How do you let that happen? Great momentum for the Chiefs, but with 53 seconds remaining, he fumbles the ball. Oh my goodness. It is 10-7. Chiefs are up. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that ball is knocked out and is recovered by is that who I think it is? See, 23 knocks it out. Winfield had a shot at it, but I don't think he recovered. That it wasn't Winfield. Who was it? It was 32. Is that Smith? Is that Tyke Smith? I think it is. I think Tyke Smith is the one that recovers it. So it'll be first down 10 for the 45. All three timeouts for the Buccaneers, and you're only down by a field goal. We'll make that 55 seconds. They added 2 more seconds on there. It's first down 10 for the 45-yard line. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. Going to send K. Dot into motion, drops back to pass, and quickly throws out to K. Dot, who's going to get about 3 yards there. Clock is running. 50 seconds remaining, and they call a timeout. So they're going to add 1 more second for that 50 seconds, but still 2 timeouts remaining at about the 49-yard line. Clint Kubiak would be a good 2. That's what I'm saying. I think that would be a good choice and a more realistic choice because I think if Ben Johnson hasn't left yet, what would Ben Johnson leave for? Because honestly, like, if I'm Ben Johnson, I know people want me. So would I wait for just like the best opportunity? And do you feel like that's the way with the Bears, especially you going against your former team, the Lions, constantly? The Packers are still going to be good. So you're going to contend with them. And also the Vikings, like I said, do I feel like the Vikings are going to be really good this year. But O'Connell is a really good head coach. So you basically all your teams are good. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Try to get out to Shepard, but unfortunately, just beyond his reach. Third down 6, 46 seconds remaining. Um, so that's the reason why, even though you have a quarterback, you have pieces on defense, I don't know if there's a lot of head coaches that are like, yes, I sign me up for that because I'm going into a really difficult situation because of the fact that you have you have a really hard division to go up against. So third down 6 from the 49-yard line. Baker Mayfield is actually going to do a draw, going to get the first down up to about the 41-yard line, tackled by number 55. But there is a flag, and I feel like it's probably a hold. I feel like it's a hold. Yep. Yep. Unfortunately, there was a hold on that draw, so it's going to be third down and about 11, I believe. That was Cody Mock with the hold. Yep, he had the outside for Wharton there. He hooked the arm as well. You can't do that, dude. You got to feel like position-wise you're losing position to readjust. It's so 41 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Just dumb decision making. All right, so Baker Mayfield, third and 14 because of where the flag actually happened. All right, so Baker Mayfield in a shotgun. Draws back a pass. Is getting pressured by Chris Jones. Steps up in the pocket. Is going to run. Going to scramble out to his right. Going to get to about the 50 by the 49 before he's wrestled out of bounds. Fourth down with 32 seconds remaining. The Chiefs technically have a shot to try to get something out of this. After this punt, they still have 2 timeouts. Let's see here. Yeah, the Bears ownership is too meddling for anyone to want to take this job. 39 years as a Bears fan, and everything people talk me about how I would never see the Cubs win applies to Bears instead. Well, the Cubs did win, so there's still a possibility. But speaking of the Cubs, it comes down to you have to have a really good core, and part of that is really good drafting, which Ryan Pace has done a pretty good job out of drafting wise, especially like the last 2 drafts. Punt is away and is going to be returned at about fair caught about the 16-yard line. So with 25 seconds remaining, 2 timeouts for the Chiefs. They have a chance to try to get a field goal range, but nothing much after that. I think that the Bears are on the right direction. Like I said, I didn't feel like this was their year. I clowned on the fact that Adam Rick was like 12-5. I was like, no. I was like 8-9, 9-8 is a better record for the Bears, considering your division was going to be really good, and you still have some pretty hard games, and it's still a rookie QB. But I think you're on the right direction. I think there still could be Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass and is looking for actually going to be dumping off to Samaje Perine, who is going to be out of bounds about the 20-yard line. 16 seconds remaining, but still 2 timeouts for the Chiefs. I think that some of the free agent moves haven't really worked out, unfortunately, so that's kind of looked bad on Ryan Pace's part. But if your rookie class this year continues to develop, your rookie class last year continues to develop, if you have another good rookie class, so basically you have 3 consistent years of having young, cheap talent, I feel like you can at least make it to the playoffs, maybe make some noise. It's going to be a run by Samaje Perine, who gets up to the 30. Going to be a timeout called. So timeout's called. Going to add 2 more seconds to that because I think it's about the 11 or 12 seconds left. 1 more timeout remaining. Like I said, Chiefs potentially could get into field goal range. Harrison Butker does have a leg on him. True, Adam Rank is a clown. Absolutely is a clown. He too much of a homer to be an NFL correspondent. Yeah, so Here's my problem with the way Adam Rank does things. Like I don't mind him, making claims of like, oh, this team's gonna win this many, even though sometimes he made it for the bad instance of like saying two teams will win in the same as a contest. Like you can't fact check yourself. You probably should be able to. I'll talk about it a little bit more. 10 seconds remaining, so they did give an extra 2 seconds from the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Samaje Perine to his right. Drops back to pass and steps up in the pocket, steps out of the pocket, and gets absolutely folded at the 21-yard line. Clock is running out. Can't see with the sack, so it is 10-7 going into halftime. A little bit of a defensive battle, but also really good job by the Buccaneers on that first drive, stopping the Chiefs from getting that field goal. So only down by 3. Buccaneers will start with the ball as well. So very interesting game so far. Like I said, maybe not the 27-20 that I thought it was going to be, but I'm really satisfied with this. It's been a really good game so far. Going back to Adam Rank, it's like I said, it's not a problem that I have with you making like either bad predictions. We all make bad predictions, but when you don't go back to them and you don't reference them at all, and they just basically go to the wayside, like no one really cares, that's where I have a problem. Like last year, I made my predictions, and then this year's prediction, like the yearly prediction, I talked about what I might have missed in last year's prediction, whether it be I didn't feel like this person was ready just yet, and then they came to the league looking really good, or I had way too much faith in what they did the previous year that it did not work out. So, and like, not necessarily making excuses, but explaining my reasoning and explaining why I would make the different case for the next year. Because I feel like you should take responsibility for some of your predictions. You shouldn't just let it go to the wayside. Same thing for draft predictions as well. Like if you had a grade on a player or you felt a player was going to be really good, don't just let it go to the wayside. Like okay, I was wrong. Why was I wrong? How do I make sure I'm not wrong in the future? That's how you should do your evaluations. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Adam Rank. I made that clear a couple of different times. Um, I hope it turns around for both of our teams. Absolutely. Yep. Adam Rank has no accountability, like as most people do. Well, most analysts, unfortunately. Well, okay. Most analysts for like bigger corporations, like a lot of like the YouTube analysts, usually will talk about like I really messed up on this thing, and I really appreciate that. Brett Coleman's one who does a really good job. EJ Snyder, like I said, a bootleg football podcast. They do a really good job as far as like with their draft analysis, and then also talking about like like I really wish this player had done really well. They've been wrong on some of them. I'll be wrong on some of them as well. I'm really trying to get that aspect a lot better as far as like making analysis and whatnot. Um, but it's fun. It's fun. Trying to think what I was talking about before. Oh well, I guess since I talked about the Bears, I can talk about the Panthers now. Like I said, I'll save some of the stuff for tomorrow when I do make a video talking about, of course, our win and what happens on the trade deadline because I'm sure there's going to be a lot. Also, is when Luke and I both record for Gridiron Gurus. In case you don't know, Luke McClure, who's my partner for the podcast at Gridiron Gurus, both on Spotify and YouTube. We do weekly predictions, and then also in the off season we do free agent breakdowns, we do draft breakdowns as far as like who you should the best potential players you should draft or people you should look out for. Really appreciate Luke doing that podcast. Um, we usually record that on Tuesday as well. Uh, so I'm not going to go too in depth because I want to save it for some of those videos. But I'm really proud for the Panthers. Obviously, Bryce looked a little bit better. His stat line could look a little bit better if uh, David Moore caught the ball. Like I said, it was a really good pass by him. And also Xavier Legette, if he hadn't got the ball basically stripped away and it counted for interception, which I don't understand how that was caught for interception instead of a fumble. But But Bryce had a pretty good day. Was it, great? Was it amazing? No, but it was just a pretty good day, which is something that I can say, like it's more beneficial to see like, okay, was it a great defense? No, but there's strides that Bryce is making. It's still very young talent, so hopefully they can grow together. I'll be interested to see how it goes against the Giants, who have a really good defensive line, but not the best secondary. Deontay Banks, I have been a very avid, I don't want to say hater, but I want to say I I didn't like him coming out of college. I didn't understand why he got a lot of hype over other players, and I did not think he should be a first round pick. So far, he's kind of been proving that. He's gotten bullied a lot. Maybe he makes a turn next year. I kind of don't have high hopes for him, though. Was he? No, no, here's the thing. Was he as bad as Emmanuel Forbes? No. Emmanuel Forbes should not have been a first round pick. Didn't think so. But both of them haven't really worked out for the NFC East counterparts. Um, let's see here. I like Brett. He's a Bears fan too, I believe. Yes, he's a Bears and Texans fan, and then EJ is a Bears fan and a Seahawks fan, based on basically where they lived, and also like I think Brett was because of where his father um, worked at. I believe is why he's a Houston Texans fan, but I might be wrong. Um, Pay the review for sure. I'll try to watch those videos. Thank you so much. But going into the Giants game, obviously it's a Germany game. I'll be interested to see how our offensive line, especially Robert Hunt versus Dexter Lawrence, is going to be a very, very important matchup. I think we'll probably get back Ikem Kwanu on the left side. So him going against Thibodeau, and then obviously Taylor Moton being back going against Brian Burns, former teammates. Going to be very interesting to see them go up against each other. But I feel like if we are able to somewhat handle Dexter Lawrence, like not obviously he's going to have some kind of impact, but are able to run the ball on the Giants, I kind of feel like we could possibly upset them. Do I want to? Not really. I don't really want to upset the Giants because if we beat the Giants, then we would have a tiebreak over them to make our draft position even worse. Because at the end of the day, I still want us to be in a position where the Browns and the Raiders are behind us because I want them to try to make sure they can get their quarterback, and I don't mind trading back a little bit, a couple of spots, just so they can make sure they can get their quarterback. Because I feel like, especially with the Raiders, I feel like they're going to go with the quarterback, and I feel like the Browns have a shot depending on how they really truly feel about like, okay, we're paying Deshaun Watson all this money, but we might as well get a guy while we're definitely up here in the top, 7 or so. Because you never know where you're going to be in for the next year's draft class. Texans, my aunt was when she was alive. Rip Tia Patty. Rip Tia Patty, of course. Texans, I think I actually made my mom a Texans fan. When her and my stepdad went to Houston, I told her, I was like, hey, you should go to a Texans game. So I found her some tickets. They were a really good spot. It was the Texans versus Broncos game, like the one where Russell Wilson threw the interception to Derek Stingley in the end zone. Like amazing game. It was a very important game for the Texans to actually win their division, and I think it ended up made her a Texans fan, which unfortunate, but if they beat the Giants, the Saints might leap over having lost to the Panthers. Well, the Saints are actually in third. So it's, if I'm correct, it's Patriots, Jaguars, Saints, Panthers, and then I know because the Titans won and they have a bye, they've already had their bye. They're down there. So let me just look at the NFL Tankathon while we're talking about that to talk about the top 10 because literally like within the top 7, all of them are either 2-7 or 2-6. Yeah, so it's New England, Jacksonville, New Orleans, Carolina, Cleveland, Las Vegas. Then it's the Giants at 7, That's the rest of the 2-7 teams, and then Miami and Tennessee are both 2-6, with the New York Jets being 3-6, being the 10th. Dallas is at 11. So those teams, like I said, Jets maybe might be able to make a push. Like I said, they have the easiest of the schedules going forward. Miami might be able to make a push going, further down the list. But I feel pretty confident with this top 7 teams that none of them are really moving the needle that much. They might, Giants might move down a little bit depending on the remaining schedule, but I feel like the rest of these teams are not good, and it's going to be a fight for who gets the first overall pick, who really gets the top 3 pick. I I talked about it in my friend's group chat of like these are the important days to be aware of like the tank bowls as far as like who is really going to make the first overall pick. My call is still in the Patriots because their remaining schedule. They don't have any of the other top 7 teams on their remaining schedule, so you don't have a tank ball. They have a really hard schedule going forward. So I could see them finding a way to secure their first overall pick. Probably take like Will Campbell, who I feel is a really good left tackle out of LSU, and they desperately need that. So let's see here. And the fact the Panthers might sweep the Saints could be bad for them in positioning. So the Saints beat us in the first game. That's when they won 47-10. It was awful. So I think that's part of it. Is that the Saints beat us the first game, whooped up on the Cowboys, and then they have lost 7 straight. Obviously, leading to the firing of Dennis Allen. But we did not sweep the Saints. We could potentially sweep the Buccaneers, but that's not going to happen. But we already lost to the Falcons as well, so we can't sweep the Falcons or anything like that. But, and I'm going to announce this saying that there's no way this is going to happen, but it could. Right now, we're 2-7. We have a pretty difficult schedule going forward. Outside of the Giants, you got to bye. When you come back, you go against the Chiefs. You go against the Eagles and the Cardinals. The Cowboys are still down there, but there's still potential for them to be. There's still potential for the Cowboys to maybe turn around, but I don't think they're going to. And then of course you have like the rest of the NFC South. We have like the Falcons and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers twice. I think if we lose to the Giants, there's a way we can lose out. I still think we'll probably be the 3rd overall pick. I feel like the Jaguars aren't going to win another one. Saints might not, so it depends on strike the schedule, where you line up. But if we can be a top 3 pick and then trade down, I'll be okay with that because I really want either Mason Graham or Nick Scarton. Scorton, however you say his name for Texas A&M, he is really stinking good. I really, really, really want them. But like I said, that's way in the future as far as like draft positioning. But it's still something to think about because a lot of these teams, especially us, kind of don't really matter what we do the rest of the season as long as we get, evaluation and good draft positioning. Let's see here. I think I've answered everything. Bless you, Dad. Bless you. Yeah, I think I got everything. We're about to go back to the game. Like I said, it's 10-7. Really good game so far. Chiefs really need to capitalize. Like I said, I talked about the first drive. They had that huge sack that pushed them back. The bad in reverse that made them lose 10 yards, forced them to kick a field goal. And then this past drive where literally they were driving down the field and then unfortunately Travis Kelce fumbles, which stopped them from potentially getting another field goal to go up by 6. So missed opportunities for the Chiefs, but Tampa Bay still staying in. Maybe they can get something going on this drive. Like I said, they're going to get this going to be returned at about the 5. Up to the 10 to the 15, 25. Bucky Irvin up to the 25, up to the 30. Across the field, up to the 35. Mason Man Miss gets to the 40, up to the 45, down to about the 49-yard line is Bucky Irvin, the rookie out of Oregon. has had an outstanding game, both from rushing and then also this great return. Sets up the Buccaneers first down 10 to the 49-yard line. Great return by him. Like I said, I like him coming out. Him, obviously the top three running backs, both Luke and I agreed on. I'm trying to remember if he liked Marshawn Lloyd. I can't remember which one he liked better. But first down 10 for the 49-yard line. Handoff to be Sean Tucker, who's going to gain about 3. So it's be from the 48-yard line for second down and about 7. 14-41 remaining in the third quarter. All right, second down 7. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. Well, it looks like Sean Tucker to his right. Drops back a pass. Quick throws to Sean Tucker. He's got some blockers. Going to get us about the 45-yard line down to about the 42-yard line. They got third down and 1 for the 42. Oh, goodness. I didn't know it was that bad. First half of Baker Mayfield, 9 for 12, but only 59 passing yards. That's not good. I know. That's saying like he's been forward a couple times too. Like he got hit, he got folded by I think it was Yaya Diaby that got him. Baker Mayfield under center from the 42. Going to be a handoff to Sean Tucker. He's going to try the left side. He's got it easily up to the 40. Going to be up to about the 36-yard line, and that's going to be a horse collar by was that 2 or is that 32? I'm trying to remember who was the one who pulled the horse collar, but it was pretty bad. So it's be an additional 15 yards for the Buccaneers. Unnecessary roughness. It was a horse collar. Okay. I about said I was like, that's definitely a horse collar. All right, so first down 10 for the Buccaneers at the. I don't remember where they're at. 13-17 left to go in the third quarter. Looks like at their 22-yard line. Baker Mayfield in the empty set. Going to send Rasheed Wright into the backfield. Going to drop back the pass. And quickly throws out to 18, who's going to get absolutely walloped. But he stays on his feet up to the 15. Going to get the first down. Great job by him. And he got absolutely hammered. But was able to regain his balance and able to cut out to the left and gets the first down. So first down 10 for the Buccaneers. I'm pretty sure they got a first down. It's pretty close. Yeah. As Jarrett with the catch. No, a second down and 1, but it's a very short one. Baker Mayfield on a center. Going to send Shepard in motion. Going to hand off to Shepard, who's going to get the first down about the 10.5-yard line. Yeah. So it's be first down 10 from outside the 10. Let's see here. 12:03 remaining in the third quarter. Buccaneers are driving. Only down by 3, 10-7 against the undefeated Chiefs. Baker in the shotgun formation with Sean Tucker to his left. Play clock's at 5, 4. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw for the end zone for Cade Otton. Touchdown for the Buccaneers. 13-10. Extra point makes it a 4-point game. 11:36 remaining in the third quarter. Great drive by the Buccaneers. Set up by the long return by Bucky Irvin. Said they brought Cade Otton over into motion. Basically had him run a wheel route. Unfortunately, he was able to beat Justin Reed, a really good safety, for the touchdown. Great play design by Liam Cohen there. Extra point is going to be up and is going to be good right down the middle. So it's 14-10. Going to go to commercial break. Chiefs desperately need to actually deliver. Like I said earlier, they've had really good drives. Unfortunately, they've been stalling out. They need to deliver right here, right now. Because right now, the Buccaneers have all the momentum. I knew as soon as Halloween was over, not even really before Halloween was over, they were already doing Halloween, they were already doing Christmas commercials. But it's like, was it November 4th? I love Christmas as most of the next person, but I think that we should probably.
Wait till Sunday after that.
That's a good idea. There you go. Or like if you want to wait until like Black Friday, that's fine. But Thanksgiving is still an important holiday. And this is a very long commercial too by Target. Like this is close to like a minute and a half. Happy holidays from Target. Yeah, start getting your Christmas list going because, like I said, it'll get here before you know it. That's for sure. I don't think they can stay undefeated. Oh, absolutely, but the Chiefs. I'm a Halloween fan. Keep Christmas in its playing in December. I agree. Um, I I like some parts of Halloween. There are other parts that I'm okay with because like trick or treaters never really came around me, so that's good. Like even being at college, so I haven't had to deal with that. But I'm sure wherever I go might be a problem because I've never had to deal with that of like the potential of kids egging your house because you don't have candy out. But I like the whole like dressing up, being like being someone you're not. I think that's kind of a cool concept. Halloween music is pretty good too. Halloween movies are pretty good. Like I said, I like Halloween, and Christmas is good. Just I'm saying this mainly because I know what it's like to listen to Christmas music really sneaking early, and then by the time it gets to Christmas, you get really sick of it because you've been listening to the same exact song for over 2 months, and it's like new. I like it's very hard to deal with. So kickoff's underway. Going to be actually for a touchback. So first down 10 from the 30-yard line for the Chiefs. 11:36 remaining in the third quarter. Still 14-10. But yeah, no, I agree. You talked about earlier about the Chiefs. They're not going to stay undefeated long. I don't think. I think they end up winning this game, but I believe they play the Buffalo Bills next. And I was like, that could be fun. Of like, even though I don't think the Bills are complete, if the Buffalo Bills can finally beat the Chiefs, they can break the streak. That'll be a big talking point. First down 10. Patrick Mahomes is going to dump it off and way overthrows number 83. A little bit of a bad throw by him. Second down 10 from the 30-yard line. But I think that'll be a fun thing for the Buffalo Bills to finally be able to. I mean, they're always usually able to beat the Chiefs in the regular season. They just can't beat them in the playoffs. But if they beat the streak, they're like, okay, hey, the Buffalo Bills can finally, they beat a legit team because they lost to the Ravens, and they lost to who else? They lose to. They lost to another team. Baker Mayfield. No, I keep on saying Baker Mayfield. Patrick Mahomes throws over the middle to Travis Kelce, who gets about 6 yards there. So he's third down about 4. Um, I think eventually they're going to lose probably the next 2 weeks. But I do think they're. Oh no, actually that's an incomplete pass. They were right about that. That's an incomplete pass. So it's going to be third down and 10 from the 30-yard line. What else am I? So I do think they're probably going to be defeated the next 2 weeks. I could probably look at the schedule, but third down and 10 from the 30-yard line. While I'm about to look this up, Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Samaje Perine to his left. It's a worthy in motion, drops back to pass, and a very, very deep drop by him. and going to get sacked all the way to the 17-yard line by Kalijah Cansey, his second of the game. Like I said, I hate when Mahomes did that earlier in his career, where he is backing up way too much that you're making it super duper easy for the edge rushers because a tackle can only do so much. If you're running out of the pocket or you're running way too far, you're basically destroying the pocket. And I hate when he did that when he was early in his career. He fixed it, and then that it's just a dumb decision. So Chiefs schedule. Let's see here. See, they got the Broncos and then the Bills. That's right. So within the next 2 weeks, I think there's potential for them to lose. And then after the Bills, I'm trying to remember who they have. Raiders, Chargers potentially, and then Browns, Texans. Like I said, I feel like they can get. Oh, I forgot they also have the Panthers. That would be hilarious. It's not going to happen, but just imagine the fact that the Chiefs are able to win against the are able to win against the Broncos, able to win against the Bills, or at the Bills, and then they come to play the Panthers, and then somehow, some way, the Panthers end their undefeated streak. Like I said, would never happen, but it's a hilarious thought to think. Trying to remember what else I was gonna say. A lot of times I just lose my train of thought of what I'm gonna say. I think it was mainly talking about Halloween. Thanksgiving is really, like I said, Thanksgiving is really a good time as well. It's like that middle point, kind of shows you're thankful for what's happening in your life. It's a good reflection time. That's what I feel like with Thanksgiving. I'd agree. Food, family, and like kind of remembrance in that kind of way. Um, but I get why a lot of people will kind of bypass it, go for Christmas. I just feel like wait a little bit, even wait till like the 17th, and then you can start having Christmas commercials. But the like couple of days after Halloween, or even before Halloween, I think it's a little bit too much. Mm. Okay, so I've said this before. I'm very confused by the Experian, and I think I'm trying to remember the other type of thing, kind of like that, where like they just show you like all the subscriptions that you're paying for. Don't you know what subscriptions you're paying for if you have like your bank? Like, does it like if you just check your statement, you can see what's being charged. So why would you have to get an app to tell you what's being
Some people
charged?
don't check their stamps.
That's saying to me like I think that's the reason why I just can't think of it because like I would think that I would keep up to date of like what I have charged to my account. But first down attempt at the 41-yard line after the punt return. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation with can't tell exactly who's to his right. Going to be a throw over the middle of Baker Mayfield. Going to be caught by Kate Otten. Gets absolutely hammered in his back, but it's going to be all the way up to the 41-yard line. Great job of Kate Otten there, but holding on. Because he got walloped by Trent McDuffie. No, not as Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie's 22. 21 is the one who hit Kate Otten. Hmm. I mean, it's right in the lower back, too. First down attempt at the 41-yard line. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation with two tight ends to the right. Looks like Bucky Irvin in the backfield. Going to be handoff to Bucky Irvin. He's going to try the right side. Cuts inside. Gets up to about the 43. Looks like where they're going to mark him. So 4-yard gain. Second down and 6. 9:44 remaining in the third quarter. Let's see here. He fixed his mechanics when Matt Nagy left, and his bad habits returned when Nagy came back. Oh, you're talking about. That's right. You're talking about Patrick Holmes. Yes, Matt Nagy, because he left after. I think Matt Nagy's first year was 2018, if I remember correctly. I'm going to see Rashad White in a motion over to the right. Going to be a throw out 10 gonna be a little bit of screen there, but it's basically all eaten up. Gonna be a loss of 1, so it'll be 3rd down 7. That's true. Like Matt Nagy helped Patrick Mahomes' rookie year. And then 2018, he went to the Bears. Obviously, the Bears had that miraculous. Not well, they had a really good defense, and then Mitch Trubisky just kind of handed the ball off to Jordan Howard. Um, 3rd down 7, and then he came back. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I think he came back through. I was like 2 years ago. I keep on saying how you say his name. It's like Goed Goddard. He is the one who the right tackle was the one who false started. Unfortunately for the Buccaneers, so set him up in 3rd and long. Yeah, Matt Nagy. I don't know how to feel about him because I think he has some good aspects of him, but how much of that is Andy Reid also being a really good head coach and being a really good offensive-minded head coach? 3rd down 12, got to get all the way up to the 31-yard line. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun, going to drop back to pass. He's got some time, going to throw, and it's going to be short, but it gets with the K-Dot, who's going to get the first down all the way to the 28, 29-yard line. K-Dot's having a great game so far. Baker Mayfield gets him to the first down 10. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That's like good. Wharton and also Karlaftis are down on the ground. I think they ran into each other. It might have been a twist. Karlaftis is looking at his side, and Wharton, something wrong with his legs. I was kind of hoping they would show exactly what happened. Usually they do, but they take a long time. And they go to commercial break. Okay. Let's see here. He came right before these 2 straight Super Bowls. Okay, so 2 years ago. Because that would make sense. Because that would be maybe 3 years for Justin Fields. Yes, because it'll be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. Okay. So about 3 years ago was when he got fired from the Bears. So 2 years ago, well, 2.5 at this point for the Chiefs. That makes sense. Like I said, I think he's just better as a coordinator than he is at a head coach. Which, like I said, some people are. Some people are just really good coordinators. They should stay at coordinators. That's what they're best at, and not be head coaches. Steve Spagnuolo, like I said, absolutely horrendous head coach at the Rams, but really good defensive coordinator. Like he was the defensive coordinator for the Giants. He's been the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, basically. I think since he ended at head coach, he's been the offensive coordinator. He's been the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs. Has spectacular defenses, especially these last 2 years. Has been a very integral part for the reason why they win the Super Bowls. So I believe he has 4. Because I don't think he was on 2011 defense, but he was the 2007 defense coordinator for the Giants, and then the past 3 Chiefs Super Bowl, he's been the defense coordinator. So he's one of the most decorated coordinators out there. But let's see here. Yeah, some people better coordinators. True. Like I said, him. I think Todd Monken will be another one who's just going to be an offensive coordinator. He's done a really great job with the Ravens. Previously, he was at the Georgia Bulldogs. We're really glad he's gone. But I don't know if he'll get a head coach opportunity because I believe he's like 56. He's like high 50s, and most head coaches are not going to be that old going in. 1st down 10 for the 28-yard line for Baker Mayfield. Going to be in pistol formation with, looks like Bucky Irvin in the backfield with him. Going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin, who's going to try the left side. He's going to get up to about the 20-yard line. Make that 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard gain. What was looking up? Oh, yeah, that's right. Tyler Munkin. Tyler Munkin. He is 58, so I was close enough. Flag on the play is going to be a face mask on the offense, unfortunately. So it'd probably be a offensive lineman, if I had to guess. Yeah, so Christian worse. Oh, so was it hands to the face or was it actually a face mask? So let's see here. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunate. Let's see here. Well, it's more of a hole than it is a face mask. So I don't that like from that angle, it's definitely the pad that's covering up the face mask. But first and 25, all the way back to the 43.5 yard line. Baker Mayfield on a shotgun formation, going to be a quick throw out to unfortunate incomplete pass to number 81, and there's another flag. What is the flag? Now there's a man downfield, so let's back up even more. Oh my goodness, what started off as a really great drive has just been decimated by penalties, and they're going to decline it. So thankfully for that, but still gonna be second and 25. Okay. See, I think Brian Flores would be a pretty good head coach. He did pretty good for the Dolphins. Ooh, I'll talk about Brian Flores in a little bit. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Second and 25, 7:21 remaining in the third quarter. Because Brian Flores is an interesting case. Baker Mayfield in shotgun formation with Bucky Irvin to his left. Going to motion him over to the right. Drops back to pass. Quick screen to Bucky Irvin, who has got blockers. Going to spin out of the move. Going to get all the way down to the 35-yard line. Still third and forever, but makes it a little bit better. I think he's got to get all the way. I think it's like third and 14. But I'll talk about Brian Flores' situation and after this play is done because, like I said, they're probably going to kick a field goal. Third and 18, 6:45 remaining in the third quarter. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation with Rashad White to his right. Drops back to pass and screen. Kate Otten gets to the 30, down to about the 28, 27-yard line, depends on where they spot him. So this will be a field goal attempt. A great job by Wharton there with the tackle. So this will be about a 45-yard line field goal. Yeah. 47. Trying to make it a 7-point game. Kick is up, and kick is going to be good right down the middle. So it is 17-10, 5:50 remaining in the third quarter. Like I said, Buccaneers, they had a really good drive. Unfortunately, those penalties backed them up, but still, able to get some points out of it. See if the Chiefs can respond. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Brian Flores. So I think Brian Flores' defense is definitely something that you crave. Obviously, it has helped the Vikings defense. They have the pieces for him. Um, he had certain pieces at Miami, but you know, a lot of times the offense wasn't there. And then when Tua was doing well, when they had that huge turn, like they had that huge turn, um, where they were 1-7, and then they won basically like I think they won like 7 straight. Like I said, they had a long winning streak. You could see some of the reason why Brian Flores could be a good head coach, but all of the issues that have come out since then, with Tua talking about like how Brian Flores treated him, how he's basically saying how he sucked, and all that problems of like kind of a toxic culture, where there's a difference between toxic and constructive criticism. If you have a coach that constantly breaks you down, but is still there for you to build you back up, then that's good coaching because you can get the best out of somebody by truly making sure, like, hey, you're working for it. Because you, like I said, people have had that coaches like if you had a good coach, that was kind of the coach who was just like make sure to push you to your limits, but at the same time you felt like he had your back. If you don't have that, but you have all of the other stuff of telling you how much you suck and like how much we would do better if you actually did your job and that kind of thing, like that can break down somebody's confidence if you not play as well, and also overall kind of shatter the locker room, especially if you start feeding it to other players who might start having that feelings toward the quarterback. It can make a very toxic environment, and that is the problem that I have with Brian Flores, with all the stuff that's coming out, is he would have to show me that he has changed and he's not going to have that kind of locker room, because every single coordinator, assistant, whatever, from the Bill Belichick tree has not worked out as a head coach. And I don't feel Brian Flores is close to a Matt Patricia. I feel like he's closer to a Bill O'Brien, who can still be good, but overall makes some very, very bad decisions that I don't think is going to take him to the upper echelon of coaching. But do I think he deserves another shot? Sure. I think everyone deserves another shot, but I don't know if anybody will give it to him because he sued the NFL for wrongful. I can't remember the exact terms of it. Basically, he didn't really get an interview for the Giants. Giants position. Oh, Dad, you gotta watch this. Look at this. Jumps from behind. Um, I don't know if he'll get another opportunity, unfortunately, because it was basically he got an interview for the Giants, didn't even have the interview for the Giants yet, and then Bill Belichick said congrats on winning the job, but it wasn't Brian Flores, it was Brian Daboll who ended up getting the job. So the fact that Bill knew who was getting the job before him, he even interviewed, he had rights to sue, but a lot of owners are not going to be happy about that. Now, hopefully things move since then, but it's the NFL. So, second down and 2 after the run by Kareem Hunt, gain of 8. It's starting to rain a little bit there. 5:23 remaining in the third quarter. From the 37-yard line, but another handoff to Kareem Hunt is going to try the middle of the field. Gets up to about the 45-yard line. Great run by him. First down 10 for the Chiefs. 5:10 remaining in the third quarter. Let's see here. I think it's going to be hard. The older style of coaching is not welcomed with the world getting a bit softer. I think you can have a balance, because I don't think you can be inherently soft and then be like everything's going to be working out fine. Because winning cures everything, but you still have to coach. I'll talk about it a little bit more after this play. First down 10 for the 46-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is going to hand off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle of the field. He's going to get to about the 50. So, gain about 4 here. They're going to be second down 6. I think if you're too soft on the player, then they're going to get either too big for ego or not work as hard. But you can't do certain things you were able to do in the 60s, and like the 60s, 70s, 80s that you're able to do, that you're able to do now. Like Hoover's coach from Alabama, but Hoover's coach who got fired because he slapped a player. You can't do that. Like that's a huge problem. That's not like an every kind of day thing. Kareem Hunt is going to gain. I don't think he's going to get anything. So it'll be third down 6. Huh? Yeah. So like he got fired because he slapped a player. Like I said, you can't do like that kind of stuff. You can still discipline your players, but you can't do excessive discipline. Or there's also like some things where you can't overwork the player, which is fine. Just to make sure everyone's bodies are taken care of. But talk about a little bit. Third down 6. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Samaje Perine on to his right. Drops back to pass, is getting a little bit of pressure, throws, and it's going to be caught. And looks like that's Miko Harmon, who gets up to about the 42-yard line, recovers, almost falls down, but great cut by him, getting back to the first down marker. First down 10 for the Chiefs. But if you have a hard coach that you can still feel like is going to get the best out of you, like a Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's a great example of someone who expects a lot, pushes the players, but also like a player is going to feel like they're going to run through a wall for Dan Campbell. First down 10 for the 43-yard line. Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass. And throws going to be caught by Travis Kelsey up to about the maybe the 40-yard line? No, 35-yard line. Second down at about 2:34 made in the third quarter. We definitely know more about mental health. For me, I would be labeled soft. Like I said, people have their own definition of that kind of stuff. Um, I I tend to think it's a little bit in between. Like I said, each person has their own kind of has their own. I don't want to say a definition, but yeah. We have first down run by Kareem Hunt, and there's gonna be a flag for a late hit on DeAndre. Not it's on DeAndre Hopkins. I feel like that was Tyke Smith that hit him, but I also think that was a little bit of acting because I only saw the tail end of it. So I want to see the replay on it. It's taking a while to announce this flag. This is offsetting penalties. Blocking the back on the offense, and then unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. All right, so second down two is basically just like replay the down. So 2:05 remaining in the third quarter, still 17-10. Chiefs are matriculating down on down the field. I think I already answered that one. That's right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I felt like DeAndre Hopkins kind of faked on that one. He definitely did. Second down and 12. Second down and two. Sorry, from the 35-yard line. But hand off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to get the first down up to 20, 15 up to that 20-yard line. First down and 10 for the Chiefs. Kareem Hunt. Huh? You thinking about the 19? I was wondering if he got all the way to the 19 because sometimes they mark him a little bit short. Yeah. 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 And is that KJ Britt down on the ground? No, Josh Hayes is down on the ground. KJ Britt hit Trey Smith. Like I said, KJ Britt, Pride of Oxford, got absolutely laid out by him in high school. And we're going to commercial break after the injury. When we come back, it'll be first down 10 for the from the 20 for the Chiefs. Ooh, let's see. That's a bit 2 hours. That's too bad. What were we talking about? I was talking about football. Oh, that was nothing. We actually had a conversation. I had a conversation at work today talking about football, about this exact situation. Because a lot of my older coworkers were talking about how we used to drink out of a water hose, and I was like, yeah, we did that too. And he was like, you did, and I was like, well, especially when we were younger, you don't really have the funds for anything besides a water hose. You got to high school, you had a little bit more funds, but like for the most part, it's still drinking out of a water hose with the PVC pipe with like the holes drilled in. So basically, like once you turn on the water, like the streams are coming out. You got to basically have like you know, trying to line up your mouth to like the hole. Um, but like that was pretty much the water tree that we had for like especially ninth grade. Then when you got to high school or older, you got the actual water tree. But yeah, there are certain parts of football that have changed for the better. Other things that you can say make it a little more soft or might be to the detriment of players. But I think overall, if you still have a good coach that and instill discipline in you, I think you can get the best out of the player. The same as like problem that certain people were saying you have to act about Wembanyama. Like that was one of the things I was upset about with Shannon Sharp was when Wembanyama was coming out for NBA. He was like, "Oh, you gotta treat him differently because all these 18 years old, you can't treat him as much." I was like, "Well, you shouldn't though. Like even if you feel pressure to do so, you shouldn't. You should still be like very hard discipline on them because otherwise you're not going to get the best out of them." So first down 10 for the 20-yard line. It is definitely pouring down right now. It's a little bit hard to see on this TV screen. Going to be handed to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle field up to the 15, all the way down to about the 13, maybe the 12-yard line, depends on where they spot him. So it'll be second down and 2. 1:30 left to go in the third quarter. They're really leaning on Kareem Hunt this drive so far. Yeah, 43 yards this drive.
I think they mentioned earlier that KC has not scored in the third quarter. The last 3 games?
I think so. Like I said, they have been very anemic on offense this season. Like Patrick Mahomes has more interceptions than he has touchdowns.
They're about to run out third quarter again.
Exactly. A second down and 2, going to be handed to Kareem Hunt. He's going to get the first down to the 10, all the way down to about the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. And Hayes is going to the locker room. Number 32 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. First and goal for the Chiefs. They're taking out Kareem Hunt. He's definitely a little bit gassed.
If they don't get on this play, they ain't going to make it a score again in the third quarter.
Exactly. All right, 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Clock is running down. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun with Carson still to his right. Going to send Miko Harmon into motion. Going to be a toss out to him and nobody's no score. Yeah, he got absolutely corralled at the line of scrimmage. 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's probably the last play of the third quarter. So it'll be second and goal from the 8-yard line. Let's see here. And congrats on the win over the Aints. Thanks so much, Emmanuel. How does it feel that you guys have now got 2 NFC South head coaches fired for losing you guys? You know, especially it's like the very big rivals, because like the Buccaneers, for most of my fandom of the Panthers, have not been good. The last 4 years they've been good. So it's starting to get where I'm like, I'm starting to kind of not like you as much. But the Saints and the Falcons, I do not like. I dislike very heavily. And the fact that we're actually able to make them better. I mean, hey, we got rid of Arthur Smith for you. You got a better head coach, and you're on the right path. You're more than likely going to win the division this year. And if Michael Penix works out, then the pick looks okay. Still kind of a dumb pick, but you set up for the future. The Saints. This can be the best thing that ever happened to you. Yes, you finally have fired Dennis Allen. You need to rebuild. You need to tear it all down. You have a lot of bad, terrible contracts. Like there's legitimately 7 cap hits next year for the Saints that are over 10 mil, like a good chunk over 10 mil, that are over 30. Derek Carr's cap is at $51 million, which is crazy to think so because he's not a good quarterback. He shouldn't have given that big contract to begin with. But your Saints, you just need to, one, accrue a lot of picks, hope you have a really good draft. You're never going to have another 2018 draft or 2017 draft like you had, where you basically hit on all your picks. But you need good depth, and you don't have it, and it's showing up. Same as I think for the Panthers. We did not have good depth. We're hopefully on the right track to get more depth because our rookie class looks good this year. But it feels very good to see my rivals suffer. Let's see. Thank you so much for getting rid of Mr. Jonnu Smith lover. He did love him some Jonnu Smith. And honestly, you know what? He's a very fast tight end. He's had a so-so year for the Miami Dolphins. But it was baffling the fact that, literally, if you had a second stringer on the Falcons when he was a tenure, they would pop off every now and then. He'd just be forcing the ball to him. It is really coming down. He's almost like a mist for the broadcast right now. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation. We're in full pistol. They go shotgun. Yep. Drops back to pass and a little bit of an underthrow, and it's going to be caught up to about the 6-yard line. Is that going to be Travis Kelce? So it'll be third and goal from the 6. A little bit of an underhanded pass. Yeah, that is why they haven't scored in the third quarter. Like I said, it makes sense because they had just been very, very anemic on offense, but it's still they desperately need to fix the situation. They expect to actually try to make it a three-peat because you can't do that against a good team. You have the defense to keep you in games, but your offense needs to improve. Third and goal from the 6, well, actually the 7. Drops back to pass. Patrick Mahomes is running out of time. He's going to scramble out to the right. He's going to flip it up to Samaje Perine for a touchdown. Wow. Both Tampa Bay Buccaneers defenders come up to Patrick Mahomes, and Mahomes is down on the ground. Oh, that's not good. Looking at his ankle right now. I think he said he's fine, but no, I think he's okay. Is he okay? That's okay. Hold a second. He's trying to put pressure on his ankle there. He rolls it to the right, and before, let's see, yeah, he's definitely behind the line of scrimmage.
Just when he went to stop.
Yeah,
His foot
I said,
up there.
yeah. You can kind of tell too. Yeah, you can tell right there too, like the impact of when he lands on his ankle. It's his left ankle. Just like, bam, right. Oh yeah, right there. It's like a kind of thing. That's yeah. And now he is getting help getting off the field. That is not good. I mean, more than likely they're going to shoot him up with some stuff to make sure he can go. But like right there, it's just like the impact of like yeah, that's not good. That's right. Carson Wentz is the backup. Um, I mean, they'll kick it off, so like they'll give Patrick Mahomes some time, but no, oh my goodness. Yeah, I was saying it really depends on how Mahomes can play. Like I said, he's now he's kind of walking on his own, but he's kind of limping. It'll be interesting to see what they do. They're probably going to go to the blue medical tent. They're checking it out right now. Let's see here. I mean, three of the teams in the NFC South have been rivals well before they had the South Division. True. Does it feel like you need to force yourself to hate them more now because it's been over 20 years as rivals? Ooh. I'll answer as extra point. Extra points up and good. So it is 17 all with 14 left to go in the fourth quarter. Gonna go to commercial break. Um, I don't think so. So for the South, obviously the Panthers are the youngest team. They don't have as much history as obviously the Saints and the Falcons, or with the Buccaneers, but we also still have like a very good rivalry, more so with the Saints and the Falcons, especially because like the Saints, the Falcons and the Panthers have the I-85 rivalry. That's like what the rivalry is known for, especially early 2000s where you had Michael Vick versus the Panthers because for a while there the Panthers couldn't beat Michael Vick, then he could. I think in 2005 when they finally beat Michael Vick. Um, and then you also had like the Saints for a while there. Um, Especially the 2010s, I would say the Saints versus Panthers became a really good rivalry. Same thing with the Falcons. It became a very big rivalry because of the fact that Cam was from Atlanta. He was from College Park, like so he's a hometown kid from Atlanta playing for the Panthers. So that became a very big rivalry. So I feel like that's kind of like where it came from, but also for me, because of where I'm from, because there's a lot of Falcons fans, like just because of what I'm surrounded by, I think that kind of makes it where I have a lot more hatred towards them because of the success they've had, but also the fans that I've been around. I guess that's kind of like be like I think it'd be like if you were a Patriots fan in New York and you had to constantly be around Jets fans. You'd probably be like, I hate you even more. Even if you dominated them, you probably still hate them because you're like, your rival, long-standing rivalry. I just don't like you because that's who I'm around. Yes, that's right. But yeah, Breeze versus Newton was, like I said, 2010s was a very good year outside of if you were a Bucs fan. If you're a Bucs fan, 2010s were not very good for you. They were not very kind. But everyone else had their, streak of like outside the Falcons. The Falcons have never done this, but every other team has had a streak of winning at least three in a row. It started with the Panthers from 2013 to 2015, and then 2016 the Falcons won. 2017 to 2020 Saints won, and then from 2021 until recently the Buccaneers have won. So outside of the Falcons, everyone has gone at least three in a row. So that's kind of how like the rivalry definitely went from there. Sam Mills also like obviously uh, do a dome patrol for the Saints, and then it comes over to the Panthers. Has a very great career for the Panthers, not only as a player but also for a coach. And then he comes with the keep pounding slogan that we resonate with obviously, and his whole entire coaching career for the Panthers really embodied like who the Panthers wanted to be. So like there's that connections as well. Baker Mayfield in the pistol formation with Sean Tucker behind him. Going to be handoff to Sean Tucker. He's going to try the middle of the field and going to get upended, but gained about 3. So it'll be second down and 7. Patrick Mahomes getting a little bit of warm up in. I think he's going to be fine. Like I said, they're definitely not, he's definitely not going to try to get out of the game. Let's see here. It was the best 51 I ever saw. Rip Samuels, absolutely, like absolute legend. Um, I've been thinking about possibly getting his jersey next, but I don't know. I might get Luke's jersey because, like I said, obviously you love Luke as well. Second down 7. Baker Mayfield from the shotgun formation drops back a pass. He's got time. Throws across the middle. It's going to be unfortunately a little bit too high for K. Dotton. Try to get it to him. It's going to be third down 7. 13:33 left to go in the fourth. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember where I was at. Oh, let's see here. Oh, sorry. I forgot about Emmanuel's. The only team I truly hate in the South is the Saints. That's right, because because you were the Falcons fan. The Bucs, I hated when Brady came into our division and won a Super Bowl, but I really like Baker and Mike Evans. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hate them. And then the Falcons and Panthers have been bad for a while, so I don't really hate them. That's true. Baker Mayfield is going to run, and he's going to try to go for the first down, and he's going to be tripped up about a yard short. Well, they're going to mark up 2 yards short. So it's going to be fourth down and 2. Going to punt this ball away. 13:18 left to go in the fourth. But yeah, no, we have not we have not been good since the first 8 weeks of 2018 when we were 6-2, and then we went against the Pittsburgh Steelers. T.J. Watt got Cam's shoulder, and Cam kept on trying to play through it, made it worse. He couldn't really throw down the field, and we just haven't been good since then. Oh my gosh, was that blocked? I think it was partially blocked. It was returned by fair caught by Miko Hardman at the 21-yard line. That was so close to be a dangerous play for the Buccaneers. But it's be first down attempt for the 21, 12:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Both teams tied at 17. Both teams obviously have their 3 timeouts. Still anybody's game. Ooh, shoot. I'm trying to think what else is there. What was I saying? I was talking about the rivalry. The other Panthers rivalries are kind of with the Seahawks. Like, mainly the 2010s, we play the Seahawks a lot. Especially those like the Russell Wilson years. 2012, we played them. 2013, we lost to them. 2014, we lost to them. 2015 was the first time we were able to beat those Legend of Boom teams. We beat them in Seattle, and then we end up beating them in the divisional round as well. Kind of got that monkey off our back. And then we've been kind of like back and forth with the Seahawks. Because the Panthers, before the South, were in the West, which is still wild to me. Like I said, I wasn't a fan until 2011. But the fact that the Panthers and a good bit of the South was playing in the West. We talk about the NFC East as wild with the Cowboys being in the East, but still, it's I don't. the fact that technically the Rams were a rival of the Panthers makes no sense to me. But let's see here. Cam should still be playing. His generation of QB didn't get the longevity of the Brady's, Mannings, Breeze, and Rogers. I am of the belief that Cam hurt his chances of starting because he kept on playing through a shoulder injury. I'm coming up with a Panthers video, like a long form Panthers video, talking about how we kind of got to the situation. But the hit by T.J. Watt, who, like I said, it's a clean hit. I'm not blaming T.J. Watt, but Cam kept wanting to play through injury. He had done it through his whole entire career, and I think especially with the fumble in the Super Bowl where he didn't jump on it, his character was questioned, and he kept on trying to play through injury. You saw it a little bit through 2016 when he was getting headshotted. 2017 had kind of a healthy career, but like a healthy year, but like still had some lingering injuries. But it definitely didn't hurt. It didn't help the situation. First down 10, they hand off to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get up to the middle of the field, up to the 25-yard line, gain about 3, so second down 7. But because he kept on playing through it, and then in 2019, week 2 against the Buccaneers, we lost. He hurt himself again. Like, that was the beginning of the end for him for the Carolina Panthers. Then he gets cut at the end of the year, try to save money. But like, his shoulder was just shot. Patrick Mahomes throws across the middle is going to be caught by Travis Kelce, but still short of the first down, to be about 2 yards short. Third down 2. I mean, you saw it in the Patriots system, which, like I said, it wasn't the best system, but like he still struggled at times. He had here or so good games. He was still like scramble, but his arm wasn't the same. And when he came back to the Panthers, it was kind of the same exact ordeal. His arm wasn't the same, and that's the reason why he's not really getting looked at, unfortunately. I really wish he could have a couple of good more years, but it was his time. Patrick Mahomes in the pocket is going to skate, going to throw across the body to Travis Kelce. He's going to get to about the 38-yard line for a first down and 10 for the Chiefs. 11-17 remaining in the fourth quarter. I gotta go. See you later, Ryan. Okay, see you later, Dobie. I'll check out what I missed. Emmanuel, players like Cam Newton, Andrew Luck, and RG3, I really wish they still were playing. Their careers got ruined by injuries. I would say, yeah, I'd say Andrew Luck definitely was more so of a GM problem. First down 10, going to be hand up to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the right side, gets to the 40, up to about the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 6, second down to 4. Because Andrew Luck really unfortunately had injuries, but his team, his offensive line in particular, was not good until he was almost pretty much done with the NFL. Once he had his last injury, he was just like, no, it's just too much. It's too much rehab, too much stuff, and he's enjoying life right now. RG3 was injury and then coaching of making him keep on playing. Like, second down 4, Patrick Mahomes hands the ball off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the left side. Is going to gain about 3 or so. It's going to be third down about 1 or 2. But when Robert Griffin III messed up his knee, but they kept on playing him, that was the end of his career because he wasn't able to fully get healthy. He never was the same after that. And so that was more so coaching. Cam, I feel like it was self hurting himself after getting hurt by not truly getting fully healthy. It might just be more so me of just my observation, but that's what I saw with my own eyes. And where I knew it was a problem was Detroit Lions. He could not throw a 10-yard out to DJ Moore. Something that's very routine, very easy, but he couldn't throw more than 10 to 20 yards down the field against the Lions. And I was like, okay, it's not the same Cam. So, you going to bed? All right. Have a good day even tomorrow. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. It's like a 4th and a short one. 8:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes under center. Going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt, who's going to get the first down up to about the 49 yard line. Gain of about 2. Well, 2.5. So first down 10 for the Chiefs. 8:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see here. I especially wish Andrew Luck still played. Yeah, he was so likable, but the Colts just wouldn't invest in offensive line. Same with RG3. A lot of people miss the old QBs from the 2000s, but they wouldn't if it wasn't such a big gap from 2000 QB to late 2010s QB. Yeah, I say a little bit after this first down. First down 10 for the Chiefs from shotgun formation. Going to be a throw out to Miko Harmon. He's going to get the 50 up to the 45 up to the 40 and out of bounds, but gets the first down at about the 43 yard line. 8:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mainly because 2011 didn't have the best QBs outside of Cam. So you had him and Andy Dalton that were like still they were really good QBs, too great, but never elite. Like Cam had 2015, but outside of 2015, he was never truly elite. He was a really, really good to great quarterback. But I could never say he was elite, even as much of a fan of Cam I am. Like, he literally is the reason why I'm a Panthers fan, because I'm an Auburn fan. I got to see him win a championship for my team. And then I was like, I'm becoming an NFL guy as well. So that's the reason why I became Panthers. Cam, I don't think you can say he was an elite quarterback, but he had great seasons. 2011 his rookie year. 2013, 2015, 2017 are great years. Are the elite? 2015 is kind of tempering on that. Obviously MVP, but because he didn't have the best weapons outside of Greg Olsen, especially when Steve Smith left. It definitely hurt his development. I'd say for other 2010 quarterbacks, 2013 wasn't a good quarterback class. 2012, you had Russell Wilson. Yeah, you've had Kirk Cousins, who's been he's been mainly kind of the same way. Been really good to great quarterback. And then I would probably say second down to 5 for the Chiefs. I would probably say 2014, Derek Carr maybe. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of great quarterback classes. So that's the reason why there's not a lot of those upper echelon until late 2010s, like 2017, 2018, even Kyler 2019. There was actually 2017 to 2018 was a really good quarterback class. 2019 only had Kyler that I really felt comfortable about. But once you get to the 20s, there's a collection of really good young quarterbacks that could carry the NFL if they continue to develop. Third down to 5. Patrick Mahomes is going to sit up in the pocket, throws across the middle, going to be to number 84. I think it's Noah Gray, up to the 20-yard line. First down 10, 6:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. But that would be my main thing with the quarterbacks. It definitely didn't help if there weren't a good quarterback draft class. We kind of talked about it, 2013 terrible draft class. I only like Geno Smith in there, and that's the only one that actually has done anything. 2014 has been the best. Derek Carr maybe. Patrick Mahomes under center. Going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle of the field. Gives the 20 up to the 15, up to the 10. Going to get all the way down to the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Chiefs. 6:10. Let's go in the fourth quarter. They're just eating this clock up as well. But having those bad draft classes has really caused there to be that little rift of okay, it wasn't really about to carry over with the injuries of the 2010, the 2011, 2012 quarterbacks. You didn't have any good quarterbacks in 2010. Sam Bradford, but he was never really good. But you hand it to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle of the field and gets maybe a yard. Going to be second down and goal. see, 2008, can't think of anybody. 2007 was terrible with Jamarcus Russell, Brady Quinn. 2006 with Jay Cutler and who was the other quarterback from 2006? There's another one I'm not thinking of right now. Oh, well, 2009 was also Matthew Stafford. Forgot Matthew Stafford. I did not like him in college. He is him and Aaron Murray are the two quarterbacks that I hated because they're both really good at Georgia. Going to be hand off to Carson Steele, who's going to try the middle of the field, get up to about the 5, so it'll be third and goal from the 5. But I think that because there wasn't the longevity of a lot of the 2010s quarterbacks, definitely hurt. But I think it'll be better. 2020s have been looking like a really good bed for good quarterback play for these young quarterbacks that I think can carry over late in the 2020s, and hopefully we can continue to have really good quarterback classes. Third and goal, 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. They've really been, I mean, this is an 8-minute drive. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Pete Ron to his left, drops back to pass, quickly throws out. It's going to be caught. It's going to be a touchdown for DeAndre Hopkins, 24-17. Well, 23-17. I just want to make it 24-17. 4:17 making the fourth quarter. Absolute outstanding drive by the Chiefs. 8:26 off the clock. Crazy. Let's see here. Where's that? I will return as I'm that depressed about the last Saturday. I'm back because my buddy is in a match. Okay, thank you, Toby. I have your stream on, but I have to put it on the side while I game. I'll be back to watch from where I left off. Promise. Hey, no problem, no problem. I appreciate everyone who comes in. Earlier in the stream, because no one was in here, I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh crap. I was like, this is gonna be this kind of night. Like, ain't nobody gonna be in there. I was like, it's okay. I was like, I appreciate if anybody comes in. If nobody comes in, that's fine too. I'll talk to myself. But I appreciate anyone who comes in. Thank you so much for your company. Love talking about football. I'm trying to finish up week 8 NFL Basement. That should be out by tomorrow easily. I'm basically editing that down. Week 9 won't come out until probably Thursday because I'll have to rework the script, especially after Tuesday, because there'll probably be some moves being made. So I don't want to get too deep into a script if something truly big happens, or even if there's small things happen, I can like kind of work that into the script. So that should be out Thursday. But week 8, we're gonna work on that after the stream is done, and work on a little bit more tomorrow morning. And that should be out more than likely before 11, if I had to guess. Trying to get back on track with being on time. Sometimes I procrastinated and I'm like, crap. Now I gotta put myself behind the 8 ball. But I'm trying to get better about as far as like scheduling, with making sure I'm good on classes. Obviously, that's first and foremost. And then obviously I'm very blessed to have 207 subscribers. Still crazy to me. I have 207 subscribers. YouTube is the only social media that I have, so I don't have anything kind of outreach. So I'm really, really blessed by that. I'm so thankful that people watch my stuff. Like I said, I came with this idea because I've had a creative outlet. I love writing scripts. I love making characters. I love football. Bring that together. If I make people laugh, make people smile, it's all worth it. So I appreciate you coming to the stream. Appreciate you watching the videos. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say before. Sorry, gushing. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I think I finished up with the 2000s and 2010 quarterback. Like I said, I understand. I think 2020s are going to be good. Like I said, obviously, even though I'm not the biggest fan of this upcoming quarterback class, I think there are good attributes for some quarterbacks. I think the top 3 quarterbacks are easy. Ward, Shadur, and then Milrow. I think they all have different aspects that are beneficial for them. I don't trust any really other quarterbacks. And I don't necessarily trust the quarterbacks to be elite. I think they have a chance of being good, maybe possibly getting up to really good to great, but I feel pretty confident that the first three will just be at least be good. Um, Milrow needs time to develop, or if you put him in a good situation, that really brings out like his rushing ability, and he has a monster arm. I think he could be really good. Shadur is a really good facilitator, so if you put him in a scheme, like especially if you put him in like if he somehow falls all the way down to the Rams, I think that would be a great. Basically a successor to Matthew Stafford being a good facilitator. And then Cam Ward has the highest ceiling, but I feel more about Geno Smith with him. Going to be a handoff to Bucky Irvin. He's going to try the middle of the field and gets maybe a yard or two. But what I just said is like kind of my early on thoughts about the quarterback class. Like obviously when the offseason comes, Luke and I on Gridiron Gurus will basically kind of break down as far as like our rankings, why we feel that way. But it's just early on kind of the thought process that I'm having for them because I'm already trying to get a grasp of the players now that my season's kind of been done for the Panthers. But evaluating talent, but also looking forward to a really interesting draft cycle. Second down and 8 for the 2-yard run. Baker Mayfield drops back a pass and is going to be sacked at about the 24-yard line. Sacked for about 7 yards via Chris Jones, second sack of the game for the Chiefs. Third down and probably about 14. Goodness, sorry about that. My burp there. Way to go. Whatever it is. All right, third down for the Buccaneers. 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Third and 16. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation. Going to be drop back to pass. And get immediate pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Throws across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Try to get to 81. 2:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. I mean, you kind of have to put this ball away because it's pretty impossible for you to get a 4th and 16. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm the same pickle from last week. My fantasy opponent's kicker is Harrison Butker. Really? And I just need him to not score a field goal. I'm only up by 2.4 points, so I can score 2 extra points, and I'm good. Just no field goals, though. That is kind of surprising that it's happened twice, that you have been at the mercy of your opponent's kicker. I already lost this week because I was going against the number 1 player in the league, unfortunately. Punt is away, so maybe no field goals. Going to be, flag. There is a flag, but it's going to be a touchdown about the 45-yard line. Depends on what the flag is. If it's on the Chiefs or on the Buccaneers, could be very detrimental for your no field goals. Because if it's a 15-yarder against the Buccaneers, it puts them in better field goal range. That if they're able to get a first down before the 2-minute warning, they could potentially try to kick a field goal to ice the game. No, it's a holding on the Chiefs. Okay, so it's going to back them up. So I think you're good. I don't think that Harrison Butker is going to kick another field goal, mainly because they're out of field goal range. If they get a first down, the game's over. If they don't get a first down, they have to kick it away to Baker Mayfield. So I think you're good. But anything can happen. So in fantasy, I still had I had close to 120, but my opponent had 130. Like I said, he's the top of the league. He had like Jalen Hurts, Jahmyr Gibbs. I tried the other one that was big. There's a couple other big ones. I had a pretty good week too. Obviously, Jared Goff didn't have the best week, but Saquon had a really good week. Chuba Hubbard had a really good week. And Amon-Ra had an okay week. So, yeah. 2:39 remaining in the fourth quarter from the 35-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the middle field and gets about 1 yard. So, second down and 9. 33 seconds remaining. Probably going to add another second or two. Timeout by the Buccaneers. So if they're able to stop him here, obviously you'll have close to 2 minutes. If I'm the Buccaneers, I call a timeout the next play because if you get a stop, do you save? Do you save a timeout or you go to the 2 minute warning? I'll probably save a timeout, but I would still call a timeout early on, just be on the safe side. Well, no, actually, no, I would. I wouldn't call a timeout. I let it go to 2 minute warning for the third down because if we get a stop there, the third down, then you can call a timeout. If you don't get a stop, you still have the two timeouts to still help you stop the clock. So I would probably not call a timeout after this play. So second down, 9, 2:33 remaining the fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes under center with Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Going to be handed Kareem Hunt. He's going to try the right side, bounces out, and going to lose about 2. So it'll be third down 11, 2:29 remaining the fourth quarter. Looks like Tampa Bay called another timeout. Okay, so third and 11. Tampa Bay still has plenty of time. Let's see here. I'm going against the second player in my league. I'm 4-4. Just need something to cling on to hope. Hey, I still believe in you. I still believe you're good. I am on a win streak that ended, unfortunately, but I still have a chance of making it as the 6th seed in the 12-man league because I have a favorable schedule ahead of me if everything goes right. I'm still hoping, like I said, I can climb my way up because I was at the bottom of the league because I kept on losing. Even though I would make like 120 every single week, I was going against people who would have their personal best. So I still have a chance. I have a really good team. I feel like I can do some damage in the playoffs if I can make it there. Third down 11. Patrick Mahomes drops back to pass and gonna be a screen out to. Oh my gosh, it was a screen out to Piron, but he dropped it. It was a little bit above his head, so it wasn't the perfect pass. But with 2:24 remaining in the fourth quarter, you still have the 2 minute warning. You still have a timeout for the Buccaneers, so you have all the time in the world. Okay, so it's still a game. Like I said, you're down by 7. See how far this punt goes. Matt Ariza on to punt this ball away. And gets it away. Going to be returned at about the 18. Going to get up to the 25, up to about the 30-yard line. Trey Palmer. So it'll be first down 10, about the 30. 2:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they're showing it right now. Obviously, Buccaneers are 4-4. The Falcons are 6-3. The Falcons have the sweep of the Buccaneers. So if they tie, obviously, they'll have the tiebreaker. Chiefs, like I said, you're 7-0, but Chargers and Broncos are kind of knocking on the door. They're 5-3, 5-4. If you lose a couple in the next couple of weeks, it could be interesting if the Broncos beat you next week, or if the Chargers, continue on their streak. They've been having a pretty good season so far. It could be interesting for the AFC West. I still count the Chiefs as probably the winner, but still. Escapes pressure, chunks it down to, is that Rashid White? Yes, it is. Up to about the 39-yard line, but there is a flag, however, and it's more than likely going to be a hold. Yep, hold. Probably on the guard who was up against Chris Jones. Yes, it was. Because Chris Jones was pretty much back there. I mean, there wasn't much he could do. That's why I'm going to talk in the Panthers video, but just to preface this, in 2016 draft, I wanted Chris Jones so bad, but we got Vernon Butler instead. Chris Jones was amazing at Mississippi State. I wanted him so bad, and we didn't get him. Baker Mayfield going to take a shot down the middle, the side of the field. Gets about the 34-yard line, and clock is running. That's going to go to the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning, second down, and probably 11, about the 34-yard line. 24-17 right now. Buccaneers still have a shot. You got one timeout remaining, 2 minutes left. Let's see what you can do when we come back from the break. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I think I've already said this before, but I'm streaming the Panthers-Giants game, the Germany game. It could be interesting. Obviously, coming off of a win, you never know. But overall, I'm just trying to see how the young talent does, hoping for the best, and whatever happens this season happens. Like I said, it's kind of relieving in a way of like where I'm not hoping for a quarterback, so I am just open with whatever happens. Like I said, um, I don't want to take a quarterback. I don't feel like we're going to because it wouldn't make sense to. We have so many more holes. Why would we take a quarterback? Because there's some people. I've seen some analysts, but a lot more of fans who are just like, we should take Cam Ward. And I'm like, no, we should, because is it really going to make that much of a difference? No. You got a terrible defense. You need to fix it. This is a great draft to do so. So why not do it? Why not actually invest in something that you desperately need and you have the perfect pick to take because you're going to have a top five pick, more than likely. And other people aren't going to take, might not take Mason Graham. They might not take Nick Scorton. You could potentially trade down and get even more assets that you can accrue more talent. The possibilities are endless, and that's why I'm not worried about the season. I'm not worried really about the off season because so far Dan Morgan, outside of like some trade, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. You can be like, Dan Morgan's like, yeah, no, but the draft has done really well. The undrafted free agents have done really well so far too. The Deontay Johnson trade, to me, initially I was really upset about it, and I'm still kind of upset about it, but I feel like it's more so there was starting to be a division in the locker room. Deontay Johnson was kind of helping that, and people knew that we wanted to get rid of him, and that's the reason why it happened. Chucks it down to the field up to the 49-yard line. So we Sterling Shepard for a first down. It's a first down 10 for the Buccaneers. Great throw by Baker Mayfield there. And so I kind of figured that um, they knew they could get it from cheap. 49-yard line, Baker Mayfield drops back a pass, avoids the pressure, throws along the sideline. It's going to be incomplete, but still, second down 10, 134, still one timeout remaining. See, that's the reason why you get Sterling Shepard, though. Sterling Shepard, being a long time, well, not a long time, but being a college teammate of Baker Mayfield, having that chemistry already has really helped out not having Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Second down 10, 134 remaining in the fourth quarter. Baker Mayfield going to be in the shotgun with, I can't tell who's to his left. Drops back a pass. He's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be, did he get both in? Yes, he did. Going to be at the 40-yard line. So it'll be third down and one. That's Sterling Shepard again. Third down one from the 40. Let's see here. I won't mind whoever wins. We lead the South by 2 games exactly. I hate the Chiefs, but won't be playing them again. Just God, please, not Chiefs field goal. They can get a pick 6 and XP will steal the game. I don't care. I said I think you're good, but it would be hilarious if they do score here and then you're kind of depending on hey, just go to overtime. Don't have a game-winning field goal kick. Okay. So they're going for official review to make sure you got both feet in. Catches it, feet. Yeah, he got both those in. Both those puppers went in, baby. That is a first, not first, that's a third and one as a catch. Like, bam, and then he gets the toe before his shin or his knee goes out. That's an easy catch. I knew I could trust my eyes. Bam. Yes, that's easy catch. Easy work. Yeah, but like his right foot goes down before his shin hits. Like his shin isn't down, his right foot's down. Like it's 2 feet in. Should be easy. There's no irrefutable evidence. That's the thing. So if they reverse this, that would be crazy. Confirmed. Yeah, just say confirmed. That's all I gotta do. You might boo, but it is definitely a catch. So third down and 128 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still one timeout for the Buccaneers. You can run it. You're in good range. What is what? Why are we not starting? Are they talking about the clock? I think they're talking about the clock. It went from like 138 to 130. So I don't know what happened there. But anyways, third down and 1. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation. Going to be a hand to Rachaad White, who's going to get the first down up to the 35, up to the 31-yard line. First down 10 for the Buccaneers. 1:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Time is wasted. Still one timeout, but you want to have that in your back pocket. From the 31-yard line, Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation. Going to drop back to pass, getting kind of pressure, throws, and it's going to be, oh my gosh, did he catch that? Sterling Shepard in bounce, catches that up to the 24-yard line. Incredible catch by Sterling Shepard. Not the best one, like almost like a helicopter there. That's an incredible catch. So second down and 3, 53 seconds remaining. Baker Mayfield drops back to pass, and he's got time. He's going to escape out to the left, going to try to run for the first down. Gets the first down, gets out of bounds as well, all the way up to the 20 or the 25-yard line. 44 seconds remaining. Still one timeout remaining for the Buccaneers as well. Be first down and 10. All right, from the 20-yard line, Baker Mayfield, like I said, is having a pretty good drive. 7 plays, 51 yards, 132 remaining. Well, 132 on the current drive. 44 seconds. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation with Rachaad White to his right. Drops back to pass and is getting a little bit of pressure. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught up to the 10, up to the 5, up to the 1-yard line by number 10. So it's 35 seconds remaining. First and goal. And they called their last time out. Trey Palmer. Are they going to add some more seconds to the clock? Trey Palmer's the one on a little bit of a crosser. Like I said, got up and then it got like basically just like lifted up in the air, but got down to the 1. So it's first and goal from the 1. The comeback. 30 seconds remaining. Well, now they added 3 more seconds. So there's 33 seconds remaining. Okay. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation with Rachaad White to his right. Going to be a short throw. It's going to be almost incomplete. It's almost incomplete, almost complete. Goodness gracious. To K. Dotton. Trent McDuffie with the coverage there. Second and goal. 30 seconds remaining in the fourth. Shoot. I'll probably throw it one more time and then run the ball. Like, so you have like 20 seconds and then you can have one more play. All right, Baker Mayfield going to be under center with Rachaad White in the backfield. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to be a throw. It's going to be a touchdown to 81. It is 24-23 with 27 seconds remaining. A touchdown by the Buccaneers. Extra point makes it a tie game. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. Pull a Seahawks an interception on the goal line or go for 2 and get it. I don't know. Maybe Todd Bowles feels confident. Wow. Extra point for the Buccaneers. Very important. The rain is coming down. 27 seconds remaining. 3 timeouts for the Chiefs as well. Extra points up, and extra point is right down the middle. 24 to 24, 27 seconds remaining. Like I said, Chiefs have all three timeouts. Emmanuel, I don't. Harrison Bucker could potentially end your week, and you could be a sad fantasy owner right there. Like I said, great drive by Baker there. They're showing it right now. Sterling Shepard had a great drive too. Like honestly, like that one they're showing right now was like almost like a helicopter, and then Trey Palmer getting them all the way down to the one. Great play design by Liam Cohen as well, getting Miller out of there. But I'm interested to see. You got 27 seconds. Your defense has been doing a good enough job against the Chiefs, but you got three timeouts for the Chiefs. So anything can really happen. Bills 14 seconds flashbacks. That's what I'm saying. I'm 27 seconds is nothing, and you got three timeouts. They're probably going to try to make them return it. Try to take up some of that time. All right, kickoff's underway, and it's going to be returned at about no, actually going to be out of the back of the end zone. I'm surprised by that. I thought they would make them return it, but maybe they don't trust their kickoff team. So 27 seconds remaining, three timeouts, just trying to set up the stage. Patrick Mahomes trying to keep the Chiefs' undefeated streak alive. 24-24. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Carson still to his left. Drops back to pass. He's got time. Throws, and it's going to be caught by Travis Kelce, who is not actually Travis Kelce. It's going to be 88. So it gets up to the 39-yard line. With call timeout, 18 seconds remaining. So 9 seconds off the clock there. That's not good. Still two timeouts though. The Falcons won, so I'm playing with the house football emotions, but not back-to-back losses to kickers. That would be. It would be funny, but it would not be funny at the same time, because like obviously it'll be interesting for your football group chat. I'm guessing you're having if you lose them back-to-back weeks because of kickers. But yeah, Bucker can't hit it from 60 yards. That's what it's showing right now. Ooh. And also, he wouldn't miss. He wouldn't be minus points if he misses a field goal. I don't think from that yardage. Second down and one. Patrick Mahomes is going to scramble. Is wasting time. Throws across the middle, and it's going to be. Oh my gosh! It's picked off. It is picked off. It says incomplete. Oh, that was Winfield. Almost picked that one off. Third and one. 12 seconds remaining. Knocked up in the air, and I know that's incomplete. That was incomplete. That's okay. I about said that would have been not hilarious. But it would have been interesting if that had been a pick. You're at midfield and you have no timeouts, but you have 15 seconds left. For the Buccaneers, that'd be crazy. Third down and one. Two timeouts remaining for the Chiefs. Samaje Perine to the right of Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, quickly throws, and it's going to be almost picked off again by Winfield there. And we've been at the 45-yard line. Fourth and one at the punt ball away. We're going to overtime, baby. Unless something crazy happens, we're going to overtime. He tried to get to DeAndre Hopkins, but Hopkins didn't have his head turned around. But Winfield almost picked that off. Went right through his hands. Crazy idea, Bucker missed kick 6. Could happen, but they're going to punt this ball away. Hey, punt return for a touchdown here. All right, so Matt Ariza on a punt this ball away. Gets it off cleanly. Going to be returned at, that's a bad bounce. At the 24, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Going to go to overtime. 24-24, 4-4 Buccaneers against the 7-0 Chiefs. Going to overtime. So, who's getting the ball first? That's the biggest question. right, Mahomes and Baker Mayfield are the ones going to be calling the toss. Call tails, and it is heads. All right, so Chiefs are going to receive. All right, so Chiefs are going to receive Emmanuel, hoping for a touchdown. Because if it's a touchdown, they don't get an extra point at all. So could still work in your favor. Could still work in my favor. I'm trying to remember the other scores for the other people in my pick'em league, but I can't remember. But like I said, as long as Booker doesn't kick a field goal, you're still good. I think the Chiefs can still win. Um, or crazy enough, the Buccaneers can win. Anything's possible. We're going to commercial break, so we're still going to a little bit left to go. I'm starting to feel it a little bit now, but I'm super intrigued by how this game's going to go. Because I said it earlier, the Buccaneers, if they win this game, 5-4, then you go against the 49ers, which is a kind of favorable matchup. Like, 49ers are battered. You could squeak that one out, so you're 6-4. Yes, you have the Falcons who have swept you, but the Falcons drop a couple of games, and it comes down to okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Buccaneers have been swept. Okay. It comes down to the last week. Both the Falcons and the Buccaneers are tied. Falcons have the have the half game ahead of the Buccaneers. Buccaneers win their last game, and they need the Panthers to upset the Falcons to make it to win the division. I would be kind of satisfied if that was the case. Like I said, we probably would let him down, but that would be kind of funny if it would be like, okay, hey, just don't lose the Panthers, and they lose the Panthers, and that'd be hilarious too. Wouldn't happen, but kind of funny to think about. Yeah, just no Bucker field goal. That's what I'm saying. Okay, see, Chiefs pull a Falcons Thursday night football, 50-yard walk off to their wide receiver five, no extra point. That's what I'm saying. If there's a touchdown, there's no extra points. You don't have to worry about it. All right, so under center, Patrick Mahomes from a 30-yard line. Probably going to run the ball here. They've been pretty successful at it. Actually, a play action pass. Going to actually dump it back off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to make a man miss. Going to get to about the 30-yard line and gets hit late, but they're not going to throw a flag, thankfully, because it wasn't really that late of a hit, but it could have been called. First down 10 from the 40-yard line for the Chiefs. Ooh, yeah, I'm starting to feel it a little bit. All right. Clock is running, and the rain is coming down. First down 10 for the 41-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Kareem Hunt to his left. Drops back to pass. Actually going to be a run by Kareem Hunt up to the 46-yard line. Gives him about 5 yards. Makes that second down to 5. I mean, the Bucs defense has to be extremely tired. Like the Chiefs have been on the field for close to like 37 minutes so far, 38. Like they kind of own the time possession. Second down to 5 from the 46-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun with Kareem Hunt to his right. Going to be roll out the pass. Has got time. Going to flip it out to Kelsey. He's going to get up to the 50, up to the 45-yard line of the Buccaneers. First down 10 for the Chiefs. 8:39 left to go in the overtime. Okay. Oof. Oh, try on showing because he slipped. That's unfortunate. That's what I'm letting Kelsey be wide open. All right. So first down 10 for the Chiefs. Kelsey has 12 receptions for 81 yards. That's crazy. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with Kareem Hunt to his right. Going to be a hamstring Kareem Hunt who's going to try to build the field. Going to get up to about the 45 and power through to get up to about the 43-yard line. So second down and about 6. After a gain of 4. Kareem Hunt's having a pretty good game himself. 2nd and 6. All right. Patrick Mahomes in a shotgun formation with a Kareem Hunt to his left. That's an 88 in a motion. Going to be a quick throw out to DeAndre Hopkins up to about the 35, up to out of bounds about the 20. Well, no, they're probably the 33-yard line or 27-yard line. Try to remember which one is which line. Yeah, he gets up to about the 28-yard line. So first down and 10 for the 28 for the Chiefs. 7:04 remaining to overtime. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun formation with Kareem Hunt to his right. Going to be a handoff. No, actually, a run by Patrick Mahomes up to the 25-yard line. So it'll be gain about 3, second down and 7. Hands on the hips of the Buccaneers defense. They are tired. That's an understatement. They are famished. So actually a gain of 2 there. So second down 8. 6:22 remaining in the overtime. Patrick Mahomes going to be a play action pass. Going to throw. It's going to be to Travis Kelce up to about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Chiefs. Another great catch by Travis Kelce, adding to his yardage. I think is that 100 yet? It's close to it. That's about 15 yards there. All right, Patrick Mahomes under center. Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Going to send Miko Hardman into motion. Going to be a handoff. Kareem Hunt is going to try the middle of the field and gets about to the 6 or 7-yard line. I'm going to say the 7. Gain of about 4? Yeah, gain of about 4 there. Second down 6. 5:22 remaining in overtime. Does the Mahomes injury look bad? I'm only watching the stream, not the game. No, not as much as it was initially when it happened. I think they probably just shot him up with something, or they retaped his ankle like really, really heavily. But he has not looked that limp or anything like that. Basically, kind of what happened in the Jaguars game. All right, so they were in full pistol. They had to call a timeout. Unfortunately, the play clock was winding down. So second down and 5 from the 6-yard line when we come back. It's going to be probably like a 30-second timeout. Yeah, they're showing it right now. They're showing the injury that Patrick Mahomes had. Like, obviously, he came a little bit gimpy on his leg, but ever since he got to the sideline, he's been good. He's been able to throw. He's been able to kind of escape a little bit. He's not been putting too much pressure on the ankle though. All right, second down to 5. 4:57 remaining in overtime. Patrick Mahomes and an empty set. Gonna send Kareem Hunt in motion back into the backfield. When we throw out to Travis Kelce, who's gonna I think he gets the first down. Yep, he's down to the first down, so down to the 1. So we first down at 10. Well, maybe they mark him like a couple inches short. Are they giving him a third down in inches? All right, so it is first down from the 1. So first and goal from the 1. 4:30 remaining in overtime. Okay, so they give him a 3rd and 1. So it's like 3rd and inches. Patrick Mahomes under center. Carson Steele is the fullback. Kareem Hunt. Going to be a handoff to Kareem Hunt. Who's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. Chiefs stay undefeated, 30-24. Emmanuel, you're safe today. There is no extra point. There is no field goal, but instead a touchdown by Kareem Hunt. 8-0 for the Chiefs. Buccaneers fall to 4-5, fall out further and further back of the divisional race. Great game by the Chiefs. Honestly, great game by Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelce. Mahomes, very gutsy performance. Obviously, that ankle, we're hoping that nothing's really too bad, but he looked pretty decently after that game. Baker Mayfield, great effort, getting them back in the game, getting them tied, but unfortunately, home you got the Chiefs trying to stay undefeated, and once again, Chiefs found a way to win. Thank you so much for joining this stream. Yes. Oh, so Dobie, yes. So Mahomes technically was injured at the close to the beginning of the fourth quarter. His left ankle looked like it stopped and then they kind of went like this. But he looked fine after that. Like I said, be evaluated more and more. But I feel like he just didn't have that much give in the field or whatever. But he's fine. Just something about the ankle. They probably shot him up with something, but he's fine. Let's see here. I still don't like the Chiefs being undefeated, but no loss to the kicker. Absolutely. Hey, Maryland. The fact the Chiefs have to go to overtime to beat the Bucs, they will get the win most likely. An undefeated Chiefs after a bye, needing to go to overtime to win against a beat-up Tampa Bay, not a great sign. Exactly. Like I said, the Chiefs are going to be beaten next 2 weeks. I feel pretty confident with that. But they find a way to win, which is still like a good sign of a good team. Their offense needs to get stuff together. Their defense, I feel really comfortable with. Obviously, they had that one drive where penalties kind of helped out the Buccaneers, but you have a very strong defense. You have a really strong special teams. If your offense can finally get stuff together, I feel really good about this Chiefs team. Like I said, do I think they'll three-peat? No, but I think they'll be pretty close to doing so. But it was a great game. But I agree, Maryland. They have to really fix their offense. But great game, honestly. Great game. Great Monday night game. Thursday night wasn't the best game, but this Monday night was a pretty good game. Next up, obviously, I told you I'm getting the NFL Basement Week 8 out by tomorrow. Week 9 will be out by Thursday, and then on Thursday, obviously, we'll be streaming the Ravens Bengals game. Really hyped for that. Hopefully, it is not like it was last time where it was an injury fest. Knock on wood. Well, I don't have no wood around me. And then Monday, obviously, the Dolphins and the Rams will be streaming that one as well, and also the Giants-Panthers game. So streaming 3 games this weekend. Thursday night the weekend, but this week, really excited for those games as well. Thank you so much for joining. Like I said, I'm always blessed to have people watch my stream. Love to interact with people as well. Thank you so much for commenting. The Chiefs team gives me the 2003-2004 Pats vibes when they won back-to-back Super Bowls, but then fell off. Exactly. And did you know the 2005 Patriots, obviously you probably know this, the 2005 Patriots, they lost their star cornerback to free agency, which is the Jets. They basically got rid of L'Jarius Sneed. They had a lot of injuries also as well for that team. Chiefs had a lot of injuries. So far, it's kind of looking similar. Now, I don't know if the Chiefs will lose in the division rounds. I'm pretty sure the 2005 Patriots lost the divisional round. But you never know. All that is going to happen tomorrow is gloating the undefeated team in a dynasty. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope analysts are still like, hey, Chiefs need to, they need to fix. There's still certain aspects of the Chiefs team that needs to be fixed. It's still a gutsy win. It's still a very feisty Bucs defense, a very feisty Bucs team. But I don't think anybody should still be crowning the Chiefs as as the best team in the NFL. I don't think they are. Um, no one is going to say this is a bad win out of a bye against a bad team who you should have beaten easily. I think I don't think the Chiefs should have won easily, mainly because I still feel like the Buccaneers are a very scrappy team. They have talent, especially their defense still has some talent. Obviously, Vita Vea had a very big game. Kalijah Kancey had 2 sacks. Like I said, they were able to apply pressure. Is it a good look that you had a kind of a struggle win? No, but a win's a win. I like I said, Chiefs still have problems. Needs to be addressed. I feel like they'll probably do some trading at the trade deadline to acquire more picks, um, especially a wide receiver, just to get at least probably one more wide receiver, probably some other picks here and there. But I still think that they're the team to beat in the AFC mainly because if they find a way to win, if they get home field advantage in the playoffs, it's going to be difficult for any team to go into Arrowhead and win. It's been a very difficult spot for a very long time, so it will be interesting to see how this continues to pan out. Obviously, Chiefs should lose with the next 2 weeks. Like I said before, going against the Broncos, going against the Bills. I think it's the Bills. I think the Broncos still lose another game to the Chiefs, but I'm excited. I think that this is good for the NFL. You still have one more undefeated team, just wondering when are they finally going to lose. But I don't think anybody should be coming away from this as like the Chiefs are a really stinging good team. They have flaws. They need help, but the Bucs also show that they can hang with anybody, even when they're depleted, and that should give them confidence going forward this year. We'd love to see Mahomes be sent home in the wild card. That would be funny. It would be hilarious if it was okay. If they got the first overall seed, they wouldn't be sent home in the wild card. But it would be funny if he loses out. If they lose to the Bills and it comes down to it that the Bills get the first overall seed, they get the second overall seed because they lost in Buffalo. That they would lose to the 7th seed. Oh, that would be hilarious. It wouldn't happen unless like the uh, 7th seed was actually good. Like technically uh, like the Packers were last year. The Packers were a good 7th seed. It's very rare for you to have a good 7th seed, but that would be hilarious. Probably not gonna happen though. But I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I need to say. I think I answered everybody's thing. Thank you so much for joining. Again, I all of a sudden it hit me really hard that I got kind of tired there. But thank you so much for joining me. I will see y'all in the next one.